month free today. Plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing. See site for additional details.
Hi, I'm Joe with SimpleSaleUSA.com, and I buy houses cash. If you own a house and want to sell it fast at a fair price, call me at 203-896-4000. I can pay cash and close in as little as 7 days. I buy houses in any condition, any price range, and more importantly, anywhere in Connecticut. I'm a private real estate investor who buys several houses a month, and I want to buy more. I buy inherited houses, divorce houses, behind in payment houses. I even buy my tenant won't pay me the rent houses. Do you own a house that is trash and needs thousands of dollars in repairs? Great, because I love buying junk houses. I buy vacant houses, abandoned houses, condemned houses, and even foreclosure houses. If you own a house and want to sell it fast, call me at 203-896-4000. That's 203-896-4000. 203-896-4000.
You're listening to Leaf.
1 minute.
Guru of gutter protection himself, Chris Cunahan, is here to take your most pressing leaf-related questions and bring you a special Black Friday offer.
Hey everybody, Chris here. I understand we have Ron on the line. Ron, where are you calling from?
Ron, are you calling from a ladder?
Well, I was. I wanted to ask Chris what I need to do to get my gutters ready to have leaf filter installed.
Oh, Ron, you don't have to do anything. A Leaf Filter Trusted Pro will come out and clean out your gutters, realign and seal your gutters, and install a leaf filter, America's #1 gutter protection system.
So I didn't need to get on this ladder?
Ron, Leaf Filter Trusted Pros are in your neighborhood and ready to help. Just visit leaffilter.com/deal to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off.
Thank goodness. What was that site?
That's leaffilter.com/
Anton.
Now, as a special Black Friday offer, you can get a free gutter inspection, plus up to 35% off. This is our best offer of the season. Unlock it now at leaffilter.com/deal. See representative for warranty details.
Hey, shh. Calm down. The show is about to start. Reese on the radio. Turn it up. Turn it up low. Turn it up loud.
It's like a dream come true.
Turn on your radio. Reese is on the radio.
Yo, let's get it.
Due to the nature of this program, discretion does not exist. It's Reese on the radio. Right now on WTIC News Talk 1080.
I cannot believe it is like 9 degrees outside and only 12 inside the hotel. But it's warmer. That's all I can tell you, folks. We'll figure it out. I'm fully clothed. I've got a pea coat on. I've got a hoodie on. I've got a shirt on. I've got a T-shirt on under that. I'm glazed in Vaseline, just to make sure that I am staying warm at the holiday store. When they said they wanted me to feel like it was a part of the holidays at the holiday store, I did not know that they were going to put me inside a virtual igloo, but then again, that's how it goes. We are at the Avon Old Farms Hotel. Am I saying that right? Why do I always feel like I'm saying that wrong, Joey? It is the Avon Old Farms Hotel in Avon. Reese on the radio, of course. It is ladies' night on Friday night, so we have got the lovely Roseanne wearing an ugly jacket. And listen, I love you, but I'm going to tell you the truth. My wife, people think that the jacket that my wife is wearing, and by the way, you got to go online at reasoontheradio.com in order to see it. I've worn the jacket before. It matches the outfit that she's wearing. She is, again, beautiful, gorgeous. I love her. I married her because she's beautiful. But I did not know that there was a weird fashion sense that went with my wife. I should have known better. I should have vetted her a little further. Did I ever tell everybody, Roseanne, do we ever mention why I ended up being interested in you in the first place? Did we tell people the mistake that I made when we first?
I think it may have been mentioned, but
Right.
I don't think it could really harm you to say it again.
Okay, well, I will say this, is that again, I love my wife, and I'm glad that she's doing the holiday store with me today. Thank you, dear, for doing this, because we were here 3 years ago. But when Roseanne and I first got together, I'd seen her before, and I always thought she was beautiful. I always thought that she was attractive. She annoyed me, but she was very attractive.
Why did she annoy you?
There were some things, but anyway, it doesn't matter. I still thought she was attractive, and in my boyish way, I thought that she was one of the most attractive women I'd seen in a long time, and I really, really wanted to date her. But that was me acting like a kind of a schoolboy, sort of being weird. Anyway, but I was incredibly attracted to her, and when we finally got together and went out on a date, I found out that she was Mexican, and then I had to reveal to her that, holy crap, I thought you were Jewish, and that was really the reason why I was attracted to her. For some odd reason, my first 2 wives were Jewish, and I thought that I was going to get my 4th wife to be Jewish again. No such luck. She ended up being Mexican.
Wow, thank you.
She ended up being Mexican. So, I'm not saying.
I thought you were black, so.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Ooh,
so it works out.
That didn't hurt at all. That didn't hurt one bit. Thank you.
Neither of us got what we thought we were
Anyway,
getting.
folks, we are here. We are celebrating the Salvation Army and the holiday store. Again, as I said, Roseanne was here with me 3 years ago, my first sort of foray into the holiday store, and I learned so much then. What's crazy about it is that I'm learning more and more today. You may remember earlier in the week, I talked about going down to Marshall House, and that was, in and of itself, an experience that brought me to tears because having experienced homelessness as a young man, to see what Marshall House is doing for families who are in need, especially now when it's cold, living up in Connecticut, I can only imagine. I remember I think it was probably about 2 years ago, talking to a young woman who had called the program, Roseanne, and she was talking about how difficult it was for her to get a shelter for her daughter, and I think a toddler at the time. The young lady had called up and said that because they didn't have any room, they just gave her a blanket, told her to go out and fend for herself. And I'm saying in my head going, she probably had no idea that the Marshall House was available to her.
Yeah.
And knowing that and showing up, as soon as Debbie contacted me and said, hey, I think it'd be really great for you to go to the Marshall House, after Debbie had breakfast with me and heard my story, she said, this would probably be really, really great for you. And it was. Leaps and bounds was fantastic. It was great to walk in and see all of the, here at the Avon Old Farms, to see the pictures and the little pamphlet talking about Marshall House. I'm hoping we get an opportunity to speak to some of the young ladies there. Debbie, you don't have to say anything out loud, but just give me a yes or no. Will we be talking to someone at the market? Yes, thank you. Hopefully, can we get Netzie? We can get Netzie? Okay, good. Her assistant scares me. She's intimidating, Cassandra. Although she would probably love to come on, but just Cassandra, if you're listening, yes, I am afraid of you. She is no nonsense. She is young lady and telling you the most intimidating woman in the world and gets her business done. But Netzie, I'm hoping, shows up for the program to talk to her about what she does. She is one of the what does she do there? She's a director? Yeah, director of the shelter at Marshall House, and she's amazing at what she does. And what I was talking about, you didn't hear the program because I know you don't listen to my show, Roseanne. That's.
I find your voice so comforting and soothing that I fall asleep. So I've got stuff to accomplish throughout the day. That was good. You guys bought that, right? Just making sure.
But anyway, so I was talking about my experience there and what Netzie does there. And to be honest with you, I can't wait to take you there because I think that you'll probably, because you cry at commercials. I don't think that we're going to have to show up at this place and with tissue. What was also an experience there at the Marshall House as we were walking through, I got to see two families that were there. I didn't talk to them because, you know, some people want to keep their lives private. But they were there, and there were these young children. But the best part about seeing the families that were there, one, the look on their face. You talk about this all the time. The look on the faces of those children and even the family members, they felt safe. Mm-hmm. They felt like the people there gave a damn about them. And I'm hoping that this time at the holiday store, we get to really, really focus on that, because there have been so many conversations about things like affordability, you know, in politics and stuff. We talk about affordability. We talk about, especially here in Connecticut, we talk about homelessness, what people are going to do to get out of the cold. Also, whether or not they'll be able to pay their heating bills and things like that. Right. There's a lot of things that the Salvation Army is doing that really sort of captures those things, but no one ever talks about it. I don't see anyone even leaning on them in a lot of ways to at least find out what they do and how they do help families. I'm looking at the sign behind me, and it says Salvation Army doing the most good. Probably the best tagline you can have for an organization, because they're anywhere and everywhere doing anything and everything. Do you have any experience with them? I never even bothered asking.
Not the Salvation Army, no, but I was just thinking, you know, it's one of the tenets that we live by, right, is there's a gentleman that I remember from Virginia, Dwayne. He used to say, I want to be good for nothing. Not saying I want to be a good for nothing person. I want to be good for nothing.
Yeah, for nothing
I want
in return.
nothing in return. And people who do good for nothing literally do it quietly behind closed doors. They don't need, like, there's so many different things that even like President Trump has done for people throughout history that, you know, you don't know about, because they're not out here bragging about, look what a wonderful person I am. And that's what I think the Salvation Army does, is they're not out here running the streets and, hey, look what we did today. You know, the people that need them find them. They are working quietly behind the scenes to ensure that people and families are taken care of, without accolades, without public notice, without, you know, government funding. I mean, a lot of this is done, you know, by the kindness and the generosity of the people in the community who understand that I may not have everything that I want, but I've got a warm bed, a hot meal, a roof over my head. Let me see if I can help somebody else. And that's how, you know, organizations like the Salvation Army exist. Yeah,
it's interesting you say that about how they do it humbly and in quiet. You know, doing it for nothing, doing good for nothing. Yeah. I'm going to need the Salvation Army to develop an ego, to be honest with you.
Well, they've got you, and you've got all the ego for them.
That's what I'll do it for them. I don't have a problem with bragging about them. I'm always excited for when they do it. You know, it was it 2023 and 2024, you and I were upset that we couldn't be out here to do it because we had so much fun in 2022. So we get to do it this year. What would you like to see them? I'm pretty sure you want to see some of the fans or some of the listeners. I hate using that word, fans. Listeners to come out to Old Farms and the what's the name of the other place, Joey? Why am I? What? Homewood Suites. I got to remember. I got to keep a list in front of me.
We'll be there next week.
We'll be there next week. So to be on either side of the river. So I'm hoping that you guys will come up. They told me, it was like, don't expect a lot of people to come and visit. I'm not expecting it. I'm demanding it, damn it. I'm demanding it.
I want people
Get out here and let me see your face. And it doesn't matter whether or not you come here and you donate. Just come out and show support. What we're trying to do here this year and every year is give to those who are in need. I know some people have been showing up with, Joey, did people show up with T-shirts or clothing and things like that? They were showing up with toys. I know that much, right? What are some of the things that we've seen so far, at least when Brian's been here so far?
We did see some toys this morning. There was some monetary donations. Toys are, because the toys we usually definitely try to push early, because we got to get them. They got to get distributed. Santa's got to get them. Santa's got to distribute them. It's a thing. It's logistics. So we try to do the toys early. The one thing too that we are doing this year, and we have the chest here. Unfortunately, Don Tuller did pass away this summer, but the family is continuing the tradition of the Tull Meadow Farm ice cream pie.
Right.
So if someone wants their pie, they can come down. $150 donation or more, as Don would say. You get a pie or a gift certificate, and you can carry the pie away today, or you can carry the gift certificate away and use it any time in their store in West Simsbury.
Yeah, we were concerned that Tometto would not make it this
Yeah,
year.
the patriarch of the family passed away, but Emily, his daughter, came down this morning, lovely lady, and she's like, no, we're doing this. Like, here's some pies, here's certificates, let me know if you need more.
Yeah, and that was, again, a testament to what's being done here with the Salvation Army. People, crazy as it may seem, it all becomes a fabric of who we all are in doing that. So I'm glad, because I remember we had our breakfast, we were concerned about whether or not that was going to happen. And as the people who do support what we do, they show up in a pitch. Do you have a pie that I could show up? Yes.
So I just opened the freezer here.
Uh-huh.
If people are wondering what we have, and I know there's one, people are waiting. Calm down, people. Just grab the steering wheel and hold on for dear life. We have the Toasted Almond Crunch.
Ooh.
We have a mocha chocolate chip.
I want that one.
There's a blueberry. I've never seen blueberry, but there's a blueberry one.
Okay.
And yes, people, there is two. I count them 2 red raspberry chocolate chips.
Ooh.
Those are the hot commodity.
Wait a minute, red raspberry chocolate chip?
Yes, ice cream pie. It's the hot commodity. Pun intended. I'll be here literally till December 24th.
Okay.
So yeah, that is the hot commodity, the red raspberry chocolate chip.
All right. So
2 pies. I want 2 pies.
You want 2?
I want 2 pies.
That's $300.
That's a 300. Yes.
Listen, that you are really like
loaded.
I know where he works.
Right. No, you're really like making a hill of beans of this.
I'm not making a hill of beans. I'm just saying there's like
Two pies.
This look.
If you love me, you'll buy me pie.
Wow. Hold on. So let me ask you this, and anyone else out there listening, have you started Christmas shopping?
That's a good point.
Just finished it for you.
There you go.
2 pies.
Boom,
There you
2
go.
pies. Done.
Yeah.
Christmas shopping.
That's it's interesting that
So get a pie
Yeah.
and get a certificate.
That's right.
So in July, when she's like, I want ice cream, you can be like, boom, here you go.
There you go. All right. We'll
I
see.
need you to hang out with Joey a little bit more. Just saying. He'll help you out a lot.
Really?
Especially in the gift giving section.
So if there's any other gentlemen or ladies out there looking for that Christmas gift, what better way to give something to the Salvation Army, do good, and you get a pie and you cancel out a Christmas present shopping trip. You didn't have to, give someone an uppercut in aisle 7 of Best Buy for a flat screen TV, and you did a little good for it.
I have to learn that in the future, Joey and Roseanne are not allowed to be near one another. These two, thick as thieves, since the moment they met each other in 2022.
Yes.
Thick as thieves, these two. I have no idea what happened, but it's like weird. It's like I don't know what it is. They always get me in trouble.
We just kick you to the curb.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. I don't even exist.
You served your purpose.
I want to say thank you to Marie and to Jerry, actually, who showed up. They are here live, sitting with us. Both gave donations today. Thank you, folks.
And I have to shout out.
Who are you shouting out?
It's on my phone.
Is it? It's not.
Hold on. No.
You have it?
I wrote his name down because I knew I would forget.
Okay.
And Sam was here earlier.
Yes,
so
Sam.
thank you,
That's right. Sam, the man in the street.
Insert Thinking Jeopardy music here.
Yeah, exactly.
It is Nelson, the FedEx guy in Avon.
Okay.
Nelson does not typically listen to talk radio, but I ambushed him here in the lobby, and I was like, no, you gotta check. And he said he would check us out today. So Nelson, the FedEx guy in Avon, great guy. It's freezing cold, and he's wearing shorts. He's wearing shorts.
Because he's weird, and that was the guy you approached.
No, because he said you got to keep moving. It gets the blood going. It keeps you warm. And I'm thinking, it's cold.
Probably drinking a nice coffee right now, too.
I have to tell you this, the thing that it drives me. I'll be standing. Well, we were standing here in the beginning, and Roseanne is talking to some stranger in the lobby here. And she's telling him, oh, you got to listen. Do you listen to talk radio? You got to listen. I'm like, oh, Roseanne, will you please stop promoting?
Absolutely not.
Biggest cheerleader right there.
Oh, it is.
You're welcome.
I guess thank you.
You're welcome.
I guess thank you.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to take this. So, you excited? We got another 3.5 hours to do this. We've got some interviews coming up soon.
I don't
And,
care.
not to interrupt you, because I know one thing you're in charge of this year, Reese, is the texting.
Oh, that's right.
So
yes.
you are the man now for texting.
That's right.
And I haven't rang it. I'm picking it up gently, play-by-play on the radio.
Okay.
I have yet to ring the bell.
That's right.
You are the first to ring the bell when we do our texting donations.
Okay,
Make
so
sure to
now
turn
if
it
I'm
this way.
making
Okay, there we
sure
go.
that I do this right, so Is it every time we reach a particular
So when you
milestone?
want to do the text event, shall we say,
Yeah, we're going to do it in the next break.
we have the bell to let people know now is the time to donate via text.
Okay, so we will definitely let everyone
And
know that.
it takes some practice. People go willy-nilly all on it. You got to finesse it.
Okay.
Right. It's
Maybe
in the
I'll
wrist.
practice.
It's in the wrist. It's all, yes, you got to practice. You can go outside, practice. You can head to the
Stand
bottom
by the
of the
bucket.
mountain over here in Avon, flag some cars down, pizza, sandwich board style it with the Salvation Army bell.
I'm going to start. Actually, I'm actually going to try a weird theory. We got to take a break in a second, but I'm going to try a weird theory that one of our esteemed former colleagues used to try. I'm going to try it today and see exactly what happens. But wait for that as well. It's Reese on the radio, Roseanne on the radio. Joey, of course, is here because I don't know how to work electronics. But it's the Holiday Store. It's Reese on the radio. Stand by. More news, more views, and, of course, more Holiday Store right here on WTIC News Talk 1080.
Follow WTIC News Talk 1080. Don't miss out on important updates in Connecticut from breaking need-to-know news, weather alerts, and more. Follow WTIC News Talk 1080 on the Odyssey app now.
For nearly 4 decades, Westside Oil has kept local families comfortable with heating, cooling, plumbing, electrical, and oil delivery services. Our family-owned business believes in quality you can trust with finance options to make upgrades affordable. Choose energy-efficient American Standard equipment and start saving on your utility bill today. Westside Oil, proud supplier of American Standard heating and air conditioning products, built to a higher standard.
Hey, if you're looking for a reliable car that won't break the bank, Mitchell Auto Group has Mitchell Select, an exclusive lineup of affordable pre-owned vehicles, each car carefully inspected with a 150-point check and comes with a 12-month warranty so you can drive with confidence. Sedans, SUVs, whatever it is, Mitchell Select has options for everybody. Go to MitchellAutoGroup.com, browse the inventory today. Mitchell Auto Group, delivering quality and value, and always, people, drive safely.
A KFC tale in the pursuit of flavor. The holidays were tricky for the Colonel. He loved people, but he also loved peace and quiet. So he cooked up KFC's $4.99 chicken pot pie. Warm, flaky, with savory sauce and vegetables. It's a tender chicken-filled excuse to get some time to yourself and step away from decking the halls. Whatever that means. The Colonel lived so we could chicken. KFC's chicken pot pie. The best $4.99 you'll spend this season.
Prices and participation may vary while supplies last. Taxes, tips, and fees extra.
Selling your home, it's one of the biggest financial decisions you'll ever make. You could go it alone, trying to navigate market trends, determine fair pricing, and tackle tricky negotiations on your own. You could second-guess every decision, wondering if you're doing it right. Then there's the showings, the offers, and the mountain of paperwork. Or you could work with the expertise of a realtor, here to guide and help protect as you make your next big move. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors, right by you.
And now, a WTIC News Update.
2:30 Hartford, temperature 27 degrees. Good afternoon, I'm John Silva, WTIC 1080 News. Bob Cox in the Weather Center says the clouds will impede some of the sunshine, and we'll have highs basically staying in the 20s today, maybe 30s along the coast. All the forecast details coming up. The Supreme Court has agreed to take up the constitutionality of President Trump's order on birthright citizenship. The president's order says children born to parents who are in the U.S. illegally or temporarily are not American citizens. The justices said they will hear Trump's appeal of a lower court ruling that struck down the citizenship restrictions. The estate of Jacqueline Mimi Torres Garcia, whose body was found 2 months ago in a tote behind an abandoned building in New Britain, is preparing to sue the state for $100 million. The state says it hasn't received notice about the intent to sue as of yet. Norwalk man's under arrest for his alleged participation in a street takeover in Boston. Police say 19-year-old David Moran Chavez is charged. Boston police say the teen was involved in an incident October 5th, where officers were met with resistance from those throwing fireworks, jumping on police vehicles, even torching at least one police vehicle. One person's in the hospital following a shooting this morning in Hartford. Call came in just before noon to Park River Drive. A 19-year-old male was found suffering from a gunshot wound believed to be non-life-threatening. He is being treated at an area hospital. And Federal Vaccine Advisory Committee has voted to end a long-standing recommendation that all babies in the U.S. get the Hep C vaccine on the day they're born. For decades, the government had advised that all babies be vaccinated against a liver infection right after birth. The shots are widely considered to be a public health success for preventing thousands of illnesses. WTIC News Time 2:32. Bob Cox with the forecast.
Temperatures stay in the 20s this afternoon. We'll see some clouds beginning to increase as we go through the rest of this afternoon today. And tonight we'll have considerable cloudiness around. There is the chance for a flurry or snow shower. Low temperatures probably holding in the 20s. Temperatures will tend to drop a bit early tonight and then rise a couple degrees overnight. Saturday, we'll still have considerable cloudiness around. There could be a couple of breaks of sun mixing in. There's also a small chance for a couple of snow or rain showers during the day tomorrow. Highs in the mid to upper 30s. Becoming partly cloudy to mostly clear Saturday night. Lows about 20 to 25 degrees. And partly sunny with increasing clouds Sunday. Highs be in the mid to upper 30s. A 50-50 chance for some snow showers Sunday night. Mostly sunny and colder Monday. Highs 26 to 31. I'm meteorologist Bob Cox in the WTIC Weather Center.
Wall Street, the Dow up 143 points. The Nasdaq's ahead 49 and the S&P's up 11. I'm John Silva, WTIC 1080 News.
If you want thick, healthy, gorgeous hair, then you need Hair Volume by New Nordic. Available as a tablet or delicious gummy. Hair Volume is available online at Amazon and NewNordicUSA.com or in the hair aisle at your local CVS.
Have bad teeth that need to be replaced? Don't like removable dentures? Worry no more. Come on down to Columbia Implant Center in Manchester any day of the week and ask for the all-on-4 procedure. Call us at 860-643-1898.
Hi, Eric Hogarth with Money Wisdom. Tune in this week, and as we discuss practical strategies to grow your portfolio, we also have a few updates on the market. Tune in on Money Wisdom, TIC News Talk 1080.
Attention Southern New England HVAC and mechanical contractors. Eagle Rivet is your trusted roofing partner for professional roof penetrations and flashing. We ensure your customers' roofs remain watertight during installations, protecting their warranties. We also offer complimentary roof inspections to identify potential issues before any HVAC work begins. Call Eagle Rivet today at 860-953-1231 or visit us online at eaglerivet.com. That's EAGLERIVET.com. Eagle Rivet is proud to support rebuilding together Hartford.
You've been here before, standing in front of the mirror, tired of wondering where your weight loss journey went wrong. I'm Paige Lopez. I know the feeling, and that's why I started Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Our medication-free program helps you lose weight without expensive injections. No tiny portions, no constant hunger, just real, sustainable weight loss. Look and feel your best with personalized coaching and lifetime support. To kickstart your transformation, visit awaken180weightloss.com or call 844-346-1800.
At Audion Hearing, our mission is simple: to make better hearing affordable for everyone. This Cyber Monday, enjoy exclusive savings on our high-quality rechargeable hearing aids. Clear, comfortable, and ready to use right out of the box. And here's a study worth hearing. Research shows that wearing hearing aids can reduce your risk of dementia by up to 61%. Join over 1 million happy customers and shop Cyber Monday deals before they're gone at audionhearing.com. That's AUDIEN hearing.com.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. No, we're not one of the big guys. Truth is, we don't want to be. If you're over 50, Big Wireless probably has you paying for more data than you might need. You could be throwing away thousands over a lifetime.
Our entry-level data plans start at just $20 a month. And for a limited time, switch and get your second month free. Call 1-888-FREEDOM, visit consumercellular.com or a store near you and get your second month free today. Plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing. See site for additional details.
Tune in to How to Retire with Fuchs Financial.
The main thing for the majority of the listeners out there who are approaching retirement is I don't want to be surprised.
Helping you build, preserve, and manage your wealth.
So you've got Roth IRAs, you have individual accounts. Finding the right taxable strategy, that's going to be huge for you.
Tune in to How to Retire with Ben Fuchs. Sundays at 8 a.m. and 10 a.m. right here on WTIC News Talk 1080.
The following is a paid commercial advertisement.
From the Wall Street Sweeper Money Desk, we're with Russ Hackman, president of Hackman Wealth Partners. And Russ, it's all about retirement planning with you, but why worry about taxes in retirement? I mean, don't we all go down to a lower tax rate?
It is a common misunderstanding that your tax rates are going to go down in retirement. In fact,
The government is coming to tax your 401k and IRA money. And if you look at the schedule of what may happen to you, in many cases, people have escalating taxes in retirement. You want to have a tax plan in place to make sure that that doesn't happen to you.
For comprehensive review, no cost, no obligation, 860-321-6800. 860-321-6800. 860-321-6800.
Investment advisory services offered through Brookstone Capital Management, LLC, a registered investment advisor. Discussion of safe and secure products and guaranteed income streams refer only to fixed insurance products and are subject to the claims-paying ability of the insurance company.
The Wall Street Sweeper with Russ Hackman, Sunday mornings at 9:30 on WTIC News Talk 1080.
Dan owed an unbelievable amount of money to the IRS.
I got behind on my taxes. It's a horrible feeling.
He was in denial.
1 minute. Letters from the IRS, you wanted to act like they didn't exist.
Finally, Dan turned to Optima Tax Relief, the leading tax resolution firm. A-plus rated by the Better Business Bureau, they've resolved over $1 billion for their clients.
Optima got me a settlement with the IRS. These people are really people-friendly. It was every bit of a new lease on life for me.
The fast action and the great results made Dan's head spin.
I felt like I was in a dream, but it's real, and I have paperwork to prove it. They got the job done, and life is good.
For tax help you can trust, call Optima now for a free consultation.
If you're worried about what's going to happen with the IRS, stop worrying. Make the call now.
Call 800-354-2840. 800-354-2840. 800-354-2840.
All right, here we go.
Optima Tax Relief. Testimonial from an actual client. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Fan of WTIC? Then do us a favor. Download the free Odyssey app and favorite WTIC.
All right, we are back. It is Reese on the Radio, News Talk 1080 WTIC, hanging out at the Avon Old Farms Hotel in Avon. Whatever you do, if you got some time, and I think, are we going to chill out? Are we going to have dinner? Don't they have a restaurant here upstairs?
They do. We ate here last
time.
time.
Ate here the last
time.
Had
a really good, steak, but it was like in this really nice, like a wine sauce, and the mashed potatoes were amazing.
You remember the dinner?
I do. It was so good.
It was 3 years ago. Do you really remember the dinner?
I remember the dinner more than I remember you. I couldn't tell you what you were wearing.
What are you talking about? You remember the dinner 3 years
yummy.
ago?
Yeah.
Who are these? You and Roland, and Joey too. You people are such foodies. You remember food?
Food is an emotional experience, absolutely.
You people need friends and Jesus. Food?
Actually, we need Jesus and food.
Whatever, it's the same both thing. Anyway, oh goodness gracious. So anyway, maybe we'll stick around and have dinner.
I'm not opposed to that.
Right. Okay.
Honestly.
So we'll stick around and have dinner. I know a lot of people are getting off. They're working today. In fact, I got so many complaints that said, Reese, we can't be there during the week. We have to be at work. Fine. We will hang out. The show's over at 6 o'clock.
It's a nice little restaurant bar upstairs. Last time we played trivia, remember?
That's
they
correct.
Had a trivia game.
That's right. We beat the pants off Tom Shattuck.
We did.
We did have a ringer, though. We had the boy.
We did have the boy.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was helping us out with SpongeBob questions, stuff that I would have never known anyway.
Gen Z things, yeah.
All that other childlike nonsense. Anyway, you can still check out the show, ReeseOnTheRadio.com. That's ReeseOnTheRadio.com for the program. Avon Old Farms always had a great restaurant, Lori says, in the chat room. Also, you can go to ReeseOnTheRadio.com. Also, go to YouTube, so you can watch the program. We do have the cameras up here. We've got a couple of guests coming up. Michael Baldelli, public relations and the marketing manager for the Salvation Army and the Holiday Store, will be here. We'll talk to him and talk about what they're doing. Of course, I will drag information out of him about all the things that the Holiday Store will be helping as it relates to the Salvation Army, so stay tuned for that. Also, Roseanne and I are going to have to do some Christmas shopping that I don't want to do. So,
I'm excited.
We're going to ask you to hit the phone lines, 860-522-WTIC, 860-522-9842. We got one place that we want to go that we're going to try and figure out where we can do this. But we may need some other ideas. So if you all know, Roseanne and I moved here to Hartford. What did we come to? What date was it? November 28th?
I think it was October.
October 28th.
Yeah, it was right before Halloween. And we were excited because we didn't have to buy candy.
That's right. And we weren't going to have people knocking on the door. So we got here October 28th We have been stayed up, of course. Thank you to the folks at WTIC and Odyssey for putting us up, which they have for 2 months, so we can get a little money in our nest egg. And so we can get an apartment, which we'll be moving into the beginning of the year, 2026. We will be in an apartment. But the thing that we don't have is furniture. Now, I'm not asking for donations. Don't get me wrong. I don't need donations. But I need to save money. As you know, I'm married to Roseanne, okay? And she will spend us broke. Just tell the truth.
Well, I took us into Crate and Barrel, and I found an entire apartment's worth of furniture, to which you quickly vetoed it. So.
Yes, because the cost of the furniture at the Crate and Barrel was an astonishing $148,000.
It wasn't that much.
Was it $112,000? It was somewhere along there.
It was substantial, but it was
No, come on, tell everybody the
six
truth.
digits.
It wasn't 6 digits?
No, it was.
Was it $48,000?
Listen.
See, that's what I thought. It was something in the round $40,000 to $50,000. It was somebody's yearly salary.
Listen, I elevate your station.
Yeah. No, I
right?
understand.
You went when we met, ladies and gentlemen. Reese was living in a basement apartment. He's living in somebody's basement, like their house. And all the people up there, and Reese was in the basement. He'd walk around the backyard through the mud to get to his.
That's not true.
Anyway.
Well, why would you exaggerate?
He lived in a basement apartment. I don't know if you know this. Reese is 6'3". He had like this much clearance to the ceiling. Okay.
Everything she is saying to you right now is an absolute fib.
It's not. It's not.
The basement part was true, but it wasn't
however,
it wasn't some. It wasn't. I wasn't roommating with Saddam Hussein. It wasn't a hole. Don't describe it that way.
Maybe Quasimodo, but.
Thank you. You had one window, and it was literally the sliding glass door you walked into.
It was not a sliding glass door.
Yes,
it was a regular door.
Sliding glass door.
It was not.
Anyway, so what I have done for Mr. Reese here is I took him out of a basement apartment and moved him into an actual apartment. We had like an entire,
you really.
And then from there, I moved him into a house that we rented, and now we own a home in San Antonio. So strategically, little by little, I've elevated your station.
Yes.
And so now we are going back into a rental.
So now I've joined civilization, is what you're trying to say.
You are amongst civilized humans now. And I have standards.
Yes.
I have standards.
So now that.
And now you are required to live by said standards.
And now that you have moved me out of the mud hut that I was living in, and
tree,
into a regular home.
He was living like an elf in a tree, making cookies with a bunch of other elves.
I was going to say, those cookies were darn good, though.
They were really good.
Those cookies were amazing.
They were really good.
You are so going to pay for all of this. Anyway, okay, so now with all of that, you go to Crate and Barrel, and you go to look at
terrible. I'm so sorry.
You go to look for these
gold-plated platinum dining room tables.
Exactly. And she goes to get these things, and it's absolutely insane in its prices. The couches are $5,000-$6,000. The beds are $7,000.
It was like $7,000 or $8,000. The bed was like $4,000. It wasn't that bad.
The bed was $4,000.
The desk, though.
My first car wasn't $4,000.
No, listen to me. And the worst part about it is we're talking about the frame of a bed, not the mattress.
Oh, there wasn't even a mattress included.
Exactly. It wasn't even a mattress included. Now this one, she doesn't want to just spend $4,000 on the frame of a bed. She also wants to spend another, $2,000-$3,000 on one of those Craftmatic adjustable,
I want an
made
avocado,
in space beds.
I want an avocado mattress because it's natural, organic.
An avocado mattress?
It's healthy.
I'm on a sleep number.
Do we eat it? What are you talking about?
When times get really tough, you break out the nachos and go to the headboard. I don't.
No, Avocado is the name of the company that makes. But it's made from all natural organic fibers, so it's healthier for your body.
Can we eat
Greta
it when we go broke?
Thunberg-approved mattresses. Never thought I'd hear it.
Exactly.
How dare you?
How dare you? An extra comment. Oh, yeah. So okay. Pilgrim Furniture in Southington is a good place.
Yeah, you go to the back room.
In the back, really?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So there's one. Pilgrim Furniture. Now, is this furniture made by Pilgrims?
No, it's decent stuff.
Okay.
Or another one is Bob's Bob's Discount Furniture.
Well, see, now,
and here's what's nice. So to the Pilgrim and Bob's, they're like 200 yards away from each other. So you can hit 2 stores in one shot.
My apartment that I moved you into out of your hovel hole. It was completely furnished. Well, with the exception of a few bookshelves, it was furnished by Bob's Discount Furniture. Absolutely. The couch, the blue couch that had the pull-out leg
I
thingy.
thought that furniture came directly from the labyrinth known as IKEA.
No, my dining room table came from IKEA, and...
Have you've been to IKEA before, Joey?
Yeah,
right?
all assembly required.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about the actual maze.
Yes.
That is the IKEA
we have
store.
the one in New Haven.
I cannot...
Is that far away, New Haven?
Yes, it's far away.
It's Connecticut. Nothing is far away. People exaggerate. It's 45 minutes.
Oh, that's
Which
not
nothing.
far.
That's longer than 4 songs.
Well, nobody
That's
said you
literally
had to go.
halfway across our state.
Joey, you want to go with me to IKEA?
Yeah, we can do an IKEA run.
Awesome, let's
Okay,
do it.
First of all, I am putting an injunction on the two of you ever hanging out together where it's going to be spending money at all.
We'll make a day of it. We'll do lunch and IKEA.
Joey doesn't have
Get
any
some
limitations
coffees.
on my wallet.
No, not at all. That's what makes it fun.
That's why Joey's going shopping with me.
I get to be the mystery
You
shopper for
treat
the
it exactly.
bank account.
You treat it like it's like, oh, look at this inexhaustible amount of resources. It's
perfect. Well, listen, IKEA's not even that expensive.
And it's not that it isn't. I just don't want to be at home, for the rest of 2026 putting together a desk.
Oh, honey, I don't trust you to put together furniture. Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
I would
because
pay a guy.
You put together a desk and it was supposed to be an end table.
That's true.
Why isn't this crib working? We didn't buy a crib.
That's supposed to be an ottoman.
What are you doing?
Here?
Exactly.
So we will never, I'm telling you, I'm separating you two immediately. Lori says I like Raymore and Flanagan and Ashley's.
You can go to Jordan's
Go to
Furniture.
Jordan's as well.
Oh, Amish. The Amish are great. Their furniture is phenomenal.
Joe said, don't forget I have a truck. Mailman Mike says, don't forget I have a truck. Oh, Joey has a truck that you can fill stuff from IKEA.
We got a WTIC van.
Listen, I feel a plan coming together. I really
First of
do.
all, maybe...
What's the color scheme we going with?
Very Japandi.
Okay.
Japandi.
What the heck is that?
That's why you're not going to IKEA with me.
Andy? Here's the reason why I was asking this, and people are just throwing out names. Let me get to my point.
No.
So
your point's cheap.
Mailman Mike and I were on the phone about 2 days ago, and he had mentioned Habitat for Humanity as one of the locations that we could go. But it's called Restore.
Right.
I think it's called Restore. Was one of the places he was talking about. And they have nice furniture. Now, look, it's an apartment. I don't need the creme de la creme.
Yet.
I'm trying to get Roseanne to, scale it down a bit, maybe spend $1,000 instead of $48.
What am I going to do with $1,000?
What's that?
What are we going to the Goodwill?
Okay. I'm trying to get you to we're just filling an apartment that we can have things like, dressers, maybe a table we can have dinner on, just something. I know that you want to turn it into some sort of palatial atmosphere, but I just want to.
It is a 500 square foot apartment. There is nothing palatial about it.
It's 592 square feet.
Same difference. There's nothing palatial. I would like to at least feel like when I walk into the apartment, that I'm not,
that the things inside
in
the
your
closet are
basement.
expensive in my basement.
Your basement apartment all over again.
All right, we're going to take
in
a break.
fact, I think your basement apartment was bigger than this apartment.
Okay, we are done with this.
Yeah, I'm going to take a break.
We got to...
You're not going to get anything for $1,000, Reese. We just furnished our place, and just the sofas was $3,000. So
I'm telling. Thank you.
Okay.
Why are you know what, Joey, Roland, we're going shopping. Reese, you go hang out with the women.
All right, ladies.
Reese is putting pallets on the floor for you poor people to sit on.
The number's 860-522-WTIC. Reese will be living in a cardboard box by the time all this is over.
We still have a car.
Returned. Stand by. It's Reese on the Radio.
UConn Silas Demery Jr. and Braylon Mullins know winning takes trust, hustle, and the right team.
I work both ends of the court. That's the only way to win. And when the pressure's on, I trust my team on the court and in life.
That's why they trust BPS lawyers, handling personal injury, family law, and more.
I'm Nick Payne-Darris. At BPS Lawyers, we're one full-service firm. All your legal needs, always.
BPS Lawyers, your lawyers for life.
If you're a diabetic, we have great news. You can end the painful finger sticks with a new CGM. Plus, they may be covered by Medicare, Medicaid, or private insurance. If you use insulin or have had hypoglycemic events, you may qualify. Call US Med now to learn more.
800-438-8173. 800-438-8173. 800-438-8173. That's 800-438-8173.
Do you owe $10,000 or more in credit card debt or personal loans? With credit card debt at all-time highs, Debt Relief Advocates is urgently notifying consumers of debt relief now being made available, designed to aid consumers with out-of-control credit card debt. Those who qualify and enroll for this relief program will only have to pay back a fraction of what they owe. This is not bankruptcy or a debt consolidation loan. This is a relief program that credit card companies would rather you not know about, as it ends your debt nightmare and saves you lots of money. Consumers owing at least $10,000 in credit card debt or personal loans can now take advantage of this debt relief as the cost of living skyrockets. Debt Relief Advocates has established a relief hotline for you to call to learn what debt reduction you may qualify for, so don't wait. For this free information, call the Relief Hotline at 800-390-1164. 800-390-1164. 800-390-1164.
You're listening to Leaf.
1 minute.
Protection himself, Chris Cunahan, is here to take your most pressing leaf-related questions and bring you a special Black Friday offer.
Hey, everybody, Chris here. I understand we have Ron on the line. Ron, where are you calling from?
Ron, are you calling from a ladder?
Well, I was. I wanted to ask Chris what I need to do to get my gutters ready to have leaf filter installed.
Oh, Ron, you don't have to do anything. A Leaf Filter Trusted Pro will come out and clean out your gutters, realign and seal your gutters, and install a Leaf Filter, America's #1 gutter protection system.
So I didn't need to get on this ladder?
Ron, Leaf Filter Trusted Pros are in your neighborhood and ready to help. Just visit leaffilter.com/deal to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off.
Thank goodness. What was that site?
That's leaffilter.com/deal. And now, as a special Black Friday offer, you can get a free gutter inspection, plus up to 35% off. This is our best offer of the season. Unlock it now at leaffilter.com.
Here we go.
Deal. See representative for warranty details.
It's Reese on the Radio on News Talk 1080 WTIC.
We are back. It's Reese on the Radio, Roseanne on the Radio, at the Holiday Store at Avon Old Farms Hotel in Avon. If you want to come on by and hang out, Christine's here, Jerry's here. We got Mike here, and who do we got on the line? 860-522-WTIC. Mark in Wethersfield is on the line. How you doing, Mark?
Fine, Reese. How are you?
Hey, I'm good, sir. What's up?
I'm a first-time caller, and I just want to give you 200% credit and thank you for your interview with Ben Proto.
Okay. Well, it's probably, what are we, like a week past it? Give me your take on it.
Well, my take is this. You held his feet to the fire.
Okay.
These other talk show hosts that I listen to every day do not do that with him.
Mm-hmm.
And I was very impressed with the questions you asked and everything else. I know it's a week late. I apologize.
No, it's okay.
But I was trying to get my thoughts together on, how I was going to approach you on this. But I get this feeling that these other guys that are on other stations tend to coddle him a little bit where you did not.
Yeah, but you know what it is? I'll tell you the truth. My investment in politics overall is about you and I, right? And I know that there are a lot of people in this business who, once they get behind the scenes, like being in my position gives us so much access to the players. They sort of look at the players as celebrities, and they want to become friends with them or powwow with them or get the inside scoop. And in doing so, they tend to pander to them. And I learned that very early on, and I'll tell you, my trial by fire is that I began in this business by being in sort of hip-hop radio. So everybody from 50 Cent to Jay-Z and all those guys were running through the door, and I immediately became like disinterested in that celebrity because it was so oversaturated. I didn't care. And I hate being a fanboy. So, and I knew that my integrity really relied on being able to do the job for you. Ben Proto isn't going to ensure that I keep my job. It's whether or not you guys believe in the work that I do and you listen every day. your, if we're to look at it in a ratings perspective, the only way I get ratings is by you. So I've got to do the job for you. And I told Ben Proto, I am a public servant. I'm not a radio host.
Right, and, which is good because, these other guys, they get him on the air and they talk to him and he takes calls and this and that. But, it just wasn't the same. You held his feet to the fire and you were not afraid to ask questions that needed to be asked. Whereas some of these other guys on other stations and on the radio don't do that with him, and I'm glad you did that.
Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you telling me, and thank you so much for listening.
Hey, Risk, not a problem, and, I'm keeping him on and, keep his feet to the fire on this. Don't be like the other guys and coddle him and say, "Oh, Ben, it's okay. No problem." I'm glad the questions were finally asked and answered.
No, listen, I'm always going to bring him. And I told him, I said, I'd be happy to bring him back on. What he needs to do is to recognize he's got a job to do for his constituents, people in the Republican Party. What they want from him is to not just answer to them, but tell him what his plan is and how they can help him. Without that coordinated effort on his part and on the people who are criticizing him, we get nowhere. So, and I'm hoping that he'll come back on to do exactly that.
These other guys that are on the radio, sometimes they get all worked up and people criticize them. Well, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Well, they're criticizing them for a reason. And I know these other guys are all, protective. But, again, you just hit the nail on the head. And that's why, kudos to you and thank you because he needed to get asked some tough questions and you did it.
Thank you, man. Much appreciated, man. We'll talk soon.
Yeah, it's important that you ask those tough questions because it's kind of like with your kids, right? If your kids aren't taught the lesson, then they will never grow. And so what's the point in having you run, something as important as the Republican Party if you're not going to do what we need you to do?
Yeah,
if you can't, then step aside and let someone else
do
it.
My job, I think that a lot of people were intending, when they heard I was going to do the interview with Ben Proto, there were a lot of people who intended, and look, I have to include Mark and West Hartford in that, thought that, my job or my role in some way was to get in here and sort of fight with him and tussle with him. I won't reveal who said it, but someone inside the newsroom was saying, "Oh my God, I thought that. I wonder if they're going to fight." They really thought it was going to be that contentious. But I had to be because even if he had decided to get up and walk out, if he thought he'd been railroad, if he thought he'd been, that I'd sort of shock-jocked him in some way, that I would have had to have dealt with that he had decided to get up and walk out. But that was my role then. It's like my interest is no, please stay. No, my role is here are the questions that people want me to ask you. You don't like them? Okay, I guess you'll get up and leave. And if he gets up and leave, that would be the end of it and fine.
But that would tell you exactly who this person is, where they stand. And, the whole objective, like you were saying, is one is you have to maintain your integrity.
Yeah.
But the other thing is we need to know exactly what it is you need from us and what you're doing so that we can let you know where you're wrong, where you're right, and work together to ensure the survival and the growth of the party as a whole.
All right, we got to take a break. Top of the hour is coming up. John Silva's got news. Reese on the radio, Roseanne on the radio here. Joey is also hanging out with us.
Joey's on the radio.
We are at the Avon Old Farms Hotel for the rest of the duration. Here's your news. We'll be back. Make sure you donate.
WTIC is celebrating 100 years on the air and 100 years of serving Connecticut. This is WTIC and WTIC FM HD2 Hartford, an Odyssey station.
It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm John Silva, WTIC 1080 News. We've got the clouds. They've overtaken the sun, 28 degrees, and we'll keep it in the 20s today. All the forecast details coming up. The Supreme Court is agreeing to take up the constitutionality of President Trump's order on birthright citizenship. The president's order says children born to parents here illegally or temporarily are not American citizens. The justices say they will hear the Trump appeal of a lower court ruling that struck down the citizenship restrictions. Virginia man arrested Thursday for allegedly placing explosives outside Democrat and Republican headquarters in D.C. ahead of the January 6th riot made a brief court appearance today.
It was somewhat surprising we didn't see him in court yesterday. Oftentimes when the Department of Justice announces a case, reveals a charging document and an affidavit, you'll see the defendant in the courthouse promptly.
Correspondent Scott McFarland says details were scarce yesterday.
We tried to ask what the suspected motive is here, because that really is so important in this unique case. Was there a connection between these pipe bombs and January 6th? They did not take our questions, and when one was asked, they didn't answer it directly. So we have no information about a motive or whether there's any connection to January 6th.
Texas residents and those at Camp Mystic pleaded for help as floodwaters roared last July. The flood killed over 100 people. 911 audio released today.
Okay, and they're not currently at the house anymore?
No, they got washed away.
Okay, we do have boats that are headed out there or are out there already working on getting everybody. So they are working on getting everybody who's in the water or affected by the water taken care of, okay?
Emergency dispatchers in rural Kerr County fielded more than 400 calls during the 6 hours when floods began to overwhelm the region over the July 4th holiday. Norwalk man under arrest for his alleged participation in a street takeover in Boston. Police say 19-year-old David Moran Chavez is charged. Boston police say the teen was involved in an incident October 5th in Boston where officers were met with resistance from those throwing fireworks, jumping on police vehicles, even torching at least one police vehicle. Boston detectives identified Moran as the one behind the vehicle arson. Boston police are charging him with conspiracy, disturbing the peace, illegal possession of fireworks, and other offenses. Norwalk police say evidence of the incident was found in Moran Chavez's apartment. Bond was set at $500,000. Those inside a home that caught fire in Colchester late Thursday night were able to make it out safely. Fire was called in just before midnight on North Pond Way. Firefighters were greeted with flames shooting through the roof of the home upon arrival. Alessandra Skutnik lives nearby and tells WFSB.
We have kids, and it's one of those things that you think will never happen to you, but when it happens this close to home, it really just makes you worry a little bit more.
Due to a lack of hydrants in the area, firefighters had to truck water in to fight the blaze. No injuries were reported, and there's no word yet on the cause. Federal Vaccine Advisory Committee has voted to end a long-standing recommendation regarding the hepatitis B vaccine. WSB Radio's Sabrina Cupit reports from Atlanta.
8 votes yes and 3 votes no. The motion passes.
A federal vaccine advisory committee has voted to end a long-standing recommendation that all U.S. babies get the hepatitis B vaccine on the day they're born. Dr. Cody Meisner voted no.
And I will just say, we've heard do no harm is a moral imperative. We are doing harm.
For decades, the government has advised that all babies be vaccinated against the liver infection right after birth. The shots are widely considered to be a public health success for preventing thousands of illnesses. Today's recommendation, which has to be accepted by the director of the CDC, would overturn a 30-year-old policy. Sabrina Cupit for CBS News, Atlanta.
WTIC News Time is 3:04. Checking traffic, we still have some late-running road work to deal with in Colchester on Route 2 eastbound. Between exits 20 and 23 in the right lane. Route 2 west in Glastonbury, exits 6 and 4 is right lane repair work there. Delays beginning to build in the Hartford-West Hartford area, or West Hartford area from eastbound 84 from exits 44 to 51. Westbound side we're slowing things up between exits 56 and 45. Let's check the WTIC Weather Center forecast.
Coming off of the coldest night of the season today, temperatures will gradually moderate as we go through the weekend, though it will stay cold the rest of today. Partly cloudy, high 28. Mostly cloudy and cold tonight, not as cold as last night, low 21. There will be a few snow flares in the area late tonight into tomorrow morning. We can't rule out a few pockets of freezing drizzle that could lead to slick spots. For the rest of tomorrow, mostly cloudy and not as cold. Any drizzle ending, high 37. Mostly cloudy tomorrow night, low 25. Will stay mostly cloudy on Sunday with a high of 37. Back to colder weather on Monday. A good deal of sunshine and breezy. Monday's high just 26 degrees. Temperatures could drop into the single digits once again Monday night. Tuesday becoming mostly cloudy. Very cold. Could be snow showers in the afternoon. Tuesday's high 27 degrees. For Wednesday, not as cold with mostly cloudy. Could be a touch of snow, sleet, or rain at a high up to 40. I'm meteorologist Bob Larson of the WTIC Weather Center.
Dow's up 140 points. NASDAQ's up 60. S&P is ahead 13. 27, well, mostly cloudy right now in Hartford. For these stories and more, go to WTIC.com. I'm John Silva, WTIC 1080 News.
Do you owe $10,000 or more to the IRS like Mark?
I've been doing home remodeling for 30 plus years, but the economy crashed. I wound up losing my home, losing my job, and on top of that, owing the IRS a ton of money. I owed the IRS $114,000. It really, truly was the worst part of my life.
Then Mark found tax relief advocates.
On news radio, I heard about TRA, and I thought, what's the worst that could happen? So I picked up the phone and I called them. When it was all said and done, TRA settled my $114,000 debt for $100, and I'm telling you, I was ecstatic. Could not believe it. Would recommend TRA to anyone.
If you owe 10 or even hundreds of thousands of dollars to the IRS, don't lose hope. Do what Mark did and call TRA for a consultation.
But TRA did. They gave me a second chance, and I'm forever grateful.
Visit TRA.com or call 800-491-9914. 800-491-9914. That's 800-491-9914.
Men, it's the holidays, the season of all kinds of hustle and bustle. But if your energy aren't sleeping well, if your sex drive is MIA, and you just don't feel like the guy you once were, maybe it's tough to get excited for all the holiday cheer. This is Dale for Northeast Men's Health, and if this sounds like you may have low testosterone. And if so, this is the season for you to get treated. At Northeast Men's Health, we're experts in treating low T. If you're like most guys, you'll feel the change in just a few weeks, and truly, the results can be life-changing. You'll have improved mental clarity, your energy will kick up, your workouts will be better, your sleep patterns will improve, and your sex drive will likely heat up as well. So call us and don't go through another season with low T. Your initial visit is only $99 and includes blood work and a medical consult. And if you start on testosterone the day of your appointment, your visit is free. Call 800-930-5956 or go to northeastmenshealth.com. That's northeastmenshealth.com.
Here we go.
Offices across the Northeast to serve you. Northeast Men's Health, a Promenic restorative health practice.
Reese on the radio, making sense of the news. Yeah, even when it makes no sense at all. Now on WTIC, News Talk 1080.
All right, you scallywags, listen, here's the deal. All right, I'm already doing it wrong. I knew I was going to do it wrong. I didn't know how to practice. There we go. That's it. There's the sound that you've been dying for. Right now, get on and text WTIC to 31333. That is WTIC. Text that to 31333. Make sure you do it now. You've got to donate. I'm right here, and I'm telling you, when I tell you that I'm paying attention to whether or not that number goes up, I'm sitting. Can I tell what the number is at right now? Okay, right now, the money raised is $2,150. And we've got people bringing in cash donations as well. So if you wish to come on down, you come down to the Avon Old Farms Hotel. You can put it right in my hand, which I will put it right here under my computer. I will make sure that nobody touches it, especially Joey and Roseanne, who for some odd reason like to spend money like it's going out of style. We will make sure that the people who need it get it first. They will only spend the money coming from my paycheck.
Yeah, we only like to spend your money.
Yeah, that's right, exactly. The only money that they'll spend. So come on down. Just go to, go online if you can't. Please text WTIC to 31333. That is 31333. And now I'm going to put somebody on the spot because he said it, and he said it out loud. And that means that he was not keeping it to himself. Joey Burgoyne is here.
Uh-oh.
I heard him say it. He knows I heard him say it, so I don't tell tales out of school like my wife, who said I was living in a cave somewhere in Kandahar.
I said it was a tree.
Did Frodo ever give you that back rent he owed you for that place?
Enough with you two. So I heard that Joey will take a cold plunge.
Correct.
In Lake Minnetonka in Minnesota. No, I'm kidding. But you would take a cold plunge. Where was it exactly?
Camp Connery.
Okay.
The Salvation Army camp over in Ashford.
Okay. A cold plunge at Camp Connery. What is the goal we have to make in order for you to do that? So right now we're at $2,150. Where would you like to see that number go?
So I'm going to have to confer with Baldelli over there what we did last year.
Okay, Baldelli. Where is Michael's actually going to join us in a little bit? We expect him at 4 o'clock, so in another hour we'll talk to Michael. What do you want the goal to be? How you doing, sir? And of course, there's my wife, Roseanne. What do you want the goal to be in order for him to take a cold bath in Lake Minnetonka? $2,250.
Wow, thanks, Debbie. Love you too.
Wait.
She's gonna be jumping in a puddle by the end of the day out here.
Anybody? $100? $100. I got
So
100.
what did we do last year? So we did 23,000 on text last year.
Okay, $23,000 on text alone. Again, text WTIC to 31313. 31333. Let me screw that up. 31333. You have to text WTIC in order for you to donate. Okay, and if we get this year to $23,000.
No, we got to go up a little bit. We want more. So we did that
last year was 23.
So this is Reese's first year fully here, Connecticut.
Okay.
I want it. We can do this. I've seen the numbers before. 30,000.
Okay, I agree with you. There you go. $30,000. If we can get that
via texting.
Now again, this is directly through text. We currently sit at $2,150. If we can get it all the way up to $30,000, will you wear a Speedo?
I will wear a pink bunny costume.
Okay. Ooh.
From the Christmas Story.
Listen, I'm willing to make a sacrifice as well.
Crate and Barrel is taking a back seat right now.
If we can get up to $5,000 in donations today, I will take a hot shower.
Wow. We will not be filming that. Anyway, listen.
But I'm like, it's Reese's first year here in Connecticut.
That's right.
People have been asking, where's Reese? Where's Reese?
Yes.
I don't want to say put your money where your mouth is, but put your money where your mouth is.
That's right. Absolutely.
It's for an amazing cause.
That's right.
Let's do this. Let's throw me in Lake Camp Connery. I don't know if the lake actually has a specific name.
Yeah.
It's gonna be Camp Connery Lake in Ashford, the Salvation Army summer camp.
Okay.
I will take a polar plunge in that sucker in a pink bunny costume if we hit $30,000.
All right, there you go. I mean, I don't think you could get better than that. I'll be honest with you, the Speedo was a big deal. I was, just for me.
Because then we're going to have, like, Sasquatch sightings online.
Okay, there you go, folks. You have it. Text WTIC to 31333. Again, WTIC. Text that to 31333. Help out the good folks here at the Salvation Army at the holiday store. And, of course, we'll be talking about that all day, every day. Today's holiday store is being brought to you by the good folks at Brown, Penderus, and Scott. As you know, they take care of our traffic and weather here at WTIC. In fact, they're a proud sponsor for what? Well over what? What are we like? 10, 15, 20
it's been a while, yeah. They're great people.
Yeah, they're a great attorneys.
Nick's a great guy.
Nick is fantastic. So we want to thank them, of course, for sponsoring today's holiday store.
But you're cooler in the afternoon because you're the BPS traffic.
Yeah,
center.
I noticed that. And it's funny because I used to fill in
hipper.
for Brian, and I had to do the Brown, Penderus, and Scott. And I remember the first time I was given them as a sponsor, and I kept saying to myself, I am going to screw up Penderus's name. There's no way I'm going to get that right. And now I say it so often.
So eloquently.
It just flows right off. The only reason why I even bring that up is when I started in radio, the first time I had to do a live read is what they call. A live commercial, I had to do it for the company Flonase. And one of the ingredients in Flonase is fluticasone propionate. And I had to do that live on the air.
Can use that as a sentence.
And I remember reading the live read going, Fluta who? I'm like, yeah, you have to say this. And that was the weird part, is that on the copy, you didn't just read fluticasone propionate. I had to read it 3 times fast.
Oh, gosh.
Instead, I was like, what? So, yeah. So, thank you, Penderus. You will never, ever have that problem. Also, Penderus, the reason why I can pronounce your name is because I also had to learn the name Mahmoud Ahmadinejad. Your name's not that difficult.
No.
So, we want to thank those folks at Brown, Penderus, and Scott for sponsoring today's holiday store. We got plenty of things. Why are you laughing at me? You're looking at me sadly.
You said Mahmoud Ahmadinejad.
Ahmadinejad.
And all I keep thinking about is that video we've been watching over the last few days.
Oh, no, I'm oh, yeah, we can't talk about that.
No, we can't. But that's where my brain went.
Of course
it's a great movie, animated. I don't know if it's great, but it's definitely entertaining.
Anyway.
Yeah.
We have not watched the latest Pluribus, which is today, right?
I believe
it's every
it came
Friday.
out yesterday.
Yeah. Oh, it did come out
Thursdays,
yesterday? Okay,
yeah.
so we have to watch that.
Got Milk? No, that was last week.
Last week's. Yeah.
Oh, this one is some...
This is a cliffhanger. Remember, she finds something
you were
in...
so mad. He was so
Do you watch
mad.
this show?
No, but I'm wondering because I need something to fill that 5-hour gap
totally
between
worth
you
it.
and Brian in the morning.
Listen
Totally
to me.
worth it.
Pluribus
What's
is...
it streaming on?
It is on Apple
Apple
TV.
Oh, son of, I don't have that.
Okay, it is... To me, it has got to be the weirdest and the most entertaining show I've seen in a long time. Imagine the zombie apocalypse happening where everyone, instead of feasting for brains, treats everyone kindly. Like everyone is kind. And there are 6 people on the planet who have not
12.
been afflicted.
12.
12 people. Oh, sorry,
6
12
speak
people.
English.
6 of them speak English.
Right.
Who have not been afflicted with this sort of parasite that is in everybody's brain. And this one woman named Carol, who is the biggest curmudgeon known to man, is supposed to be the hero of all of this.
Okay.
While everyone, no matter what...
She's like an anti-hero.
She is an anti-hero, but the entire premise of this TV show is
She has to save everyone
she wants
from
to
happiness.
save everyone from happiness. Yeah, that's what it is. She's saving the world from happiness because she, in essence, she believes
so
that
miserable.
free will, yes, she believes that free will is the ability to be miserable. And she sees all these people who are catering to her. At one point, she asked them, she asked them, would they give her a grenade? And they showed up at the house with a live grenade.
With a grenade.
And it goes haywire. Someone ends up getting injured, and she's talking to another person, and she goes,
would
you
give
guys
me a
would give me
tank?"
anything? Yeah. She's like, would you give me a tank? And they were like, well, yeah. She was like, would you give me a bazooka? He was like, if that's what you wanted.
If that would make you happy,
If that
Carol.
would make you happy. And that's the premise of the thing that goes, we only wish to make you happy. And the reason why, she goes, why? She goes, well, so you can join us. And everyone there is telling her she's got, she's the one who's afflicted, that she's the only person who cannot, of course, take on this disease or conform. And what they want to do is they say, we want to find out what's wrong with you. And she's like, what do you mean what's wrong with me? So you can join us because everybody's happy and free. And people are just walking by pleasant and kind.
Hi, Carol.
She
Hi,
shows
Carol.
she shows up at her favorite supermarket, Sprouts, and no food is there. And then she makes a phone call. She goes, I just want to go shopping. They bring 9 semis to the parking lot, and all of the citizens unload the grocery store and just stock it for her.
And
then
they
leaves.
This sounds strangely a lot like our marriage.
Wait a minute.
I'm Carol.
You know what?
I make a demand and you show up with it.
Sometimes
it's kind
you
of
just
nice.
You just have to be quiet, and eventually they'll find the cheese, they say.
Or you can have your husband bring you cheese.
Yeah, that's true. as
Why
well.
find my own cheese when I can say, Reese, I want cheese,
So
and then you
there's-
bring me cheese?
So there's a new episode today that I'm dying to watch because of the cliffhanger that was last week.
You
Totally
were
got.
so
I've never
mad.
been so mad
That
at
was
a TV
great.
show since Lost. So now I'm hooked, and it comes on every Friday, and I don't even know how many episodes there are, but it comes on this every Friday. So today's episode is brand new. If you know anything about this program, please let me know. Who do we have online? Is that
we
Bill?
got Bill in Connecticut.
Yes, Bill is somewhere in Connecticut. I think I know this Bill. How are you, Bill?
I'm well, Reese. How are
Hey,
you?
I know who Bill is. What's up, man?
Well, I have a furniture store idea for you. If you want to take a nice ride to lovely Torrington, you can find some great furniture at Southwest Wayside Furniture. It's right on Route 8.
Okay, Roseanne is writing the name of it down right now because...
What was it? I missed it. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
say it again, Bill.
Southwest Wayside.
Southworth Wayside?
Yes.
Okay, Southworth Wayside. Okay, and are you saying that the furniture is inexpensive? Please don't use the word cheap. She's listening.
It's less expensive than what Roseanne is talking about.
Okay. She's like, listen, do
I
not...
resent this already.
Let me tell you to Bill, if you haven't learned yet, when Roseanne is on the microphone, you stay away from words like cheap, okay?
Inexpensive.
Inexpensive. And another one, don't use frugal. It's a bad word. It's a bad
That's
word.
my least favorite S word.
Exactly. Okay? You know what you can say? Say something like moderately priced. That's good phrasing, okay?
Yes, that I can say.
Okay, it's
affordable is out of the question.
No,
as
you
well.
can't use affordable either.
It brings to mind dollar store.
Yep.
I'm not sending you to the dollar store.
Okay, I appreciate that. Thank you so much, Bill. I appreciate you, man.
Bill.
And I don't think that I know that you're not a cheap person, but then again, I know that you don't want to break the bank.
Right.
You are always.
I manage every single day, multiple times a day. Every time either of us makes a purchase, I go into the budget and I'm properly allocating and subtracting. And the way that we're working right now, we can pay off all of our debt in 3.3 years. That includes our house, our car, all the credit cards.
Now, imagine living with someone who can meticulously break down every dollar amount that we live. Now, the reason why I'm bringing this up, and I'm glad that you just articulated that point, why I want you, and I was telling Roseanne about this when I went to the Marshall House, and this is the reason why the Salvation Army is so great at what they do. So inside Marshall House, they actually have people who help families fix their income, if you will, right? So it's not just transitioning families into their new home. They also teach them how to be financially savvy, be financially responsible, financially independent. They teach them, what's the term that that J.K. used to use? It's not fiscal responsibility.
Tax evasion?
No.
Oh.
No.
Sorry.
The word I was looking for was financial
literacy.
Yes, thank you. Financial literacy.
I like mine better.
Yeah, I know you do. Financial literacy. They teach that at Marshall House.
That's amazing.
And as I was talking to Roseanne about it, I was saying, like, teaching families, whatever situation they got out of, when they move into their new home, they're helping those folks get a nest egg so that when they have their money sort of put together to move into the new home, they learn a savings account, the value of that. And they do it with young people as well. So after I'm telling Roseanne this story, Roseanne goes, well, can they help us too? Because I'll be honest with you, like I said, rich or poor, moderate or middle class, everybody needs that. And I'm not going to lie. When I was sitting there talking to Netzi Jimenez, the director, when she was talking about that and talking about the people who help, I was talking to Myrna, one of the young ladies who helps young people between 18 and 24. And she was talking to me about how she sort of steers those kids away from payday loans that those kids have been told by their families are great. They're spending their paycheck before it ever comes. She talks about how she can steer those kids away from that and learn how to save money. And I'm listening to that and I'm going, man, I could have used that when I was a kid. But people don't know that that's the kind of work that Salvation Army does. And it's interesting because you can hear about these programs on the public level, right? When they're done by politicians and people who fundraise millions of dollars to do some of the silliest stuff, and you never know where the money's going. To walk into Marshall House and to see the office and see the individual, and you can literally see the directive that each individual has there. This person helps you with your finances. This person helps you when you got to go to court or housing court, and this individual does that. And I'm loving one of the things, and I said it again, and I want to make sure that everybody gets this, what Netzi told me, and I think is the best framework of what Marshall House does. She says that no two stories are alike. There is no one size fits all when it comes to people who are homeless, when it comes to people who need help, to people who are in need. You have got to go in and innovate every day, because someone's going to walk in there with a new problem that you
a curveball.
You didn't,
Right.
And then you find out that you may have to develop some sort of system inside the system that specializes in that need. But what I failed to mention, and I should have done this when I first talked about it, was when Netzi says we want that program to have no use in the future. In essence, we're not building something that sticks around in perpetuity.
Right, we're trying to put ourselves out of business.
Yeah, exactly, to put that program out of business, to make sure that everybody walks through, that's almost instant.
It's that same concept, right? If you teach a man to fish, You can throw fish at a starving person all day long, but if you teach a man to fish, not only is that man feeding himself, but he can feed his entire family, maybe his entire village. But the problem right now is that people don't want to even, they don't even want to know what a fish looks like. Just bring me the plate prepared.
Yeah,
you
pretty
know.
much.
And
Speaking of the plates being prepared, are we going to have a conversation about what we're going to eat for lunch, or are we just going to wait for dinner? Are we going to have that conversation?
I think we should talk about lunch.
Yeah, we may
I
talk
enjoy
about that.
lunch.
Did you have? Oh, there's a list. There is a list here. That is.
Yeah.
Whoa! Hey, who the heck?
I think that's what I had last time I was here.
Are these? What is a braised short rib?
It's exactly what it sounds like. It is a small rib. It's like they take the rib, they cut it, and then they braise it.
So, like, think, beef ribs. Instead of the giant rack of beef ribs, it's a little piece.
Like a rib
so you
tip.
have beef rib. They braise it, usually in red wine.
I've never used the word braised in a sentence.
Well, you don't really
Uncultured
care that much
swine.
about food.
I am uncultured. Are you kidding me?
I say that with love.
Listen, Joey, listen, we really need to hang out more.
I don't. I mean, hold on. I mean, look at this.
You know what I've been craving for a while? Meatloaf.
Well, they have. Okay. I don't see chicken tendies for you, Reese.
Aw, no nuggies.
They have chicken wings. Oh, nachos.
Oh, there you go.
Quesadilla.
Too Mexican.
Yeah, nachos.
Okay.
Yeah, nachos. You might as well just bring me a quesadilla. Oh, I'm sorry, I pronounced that wrong. Quesadilla.
Quesadilla.
It's quesadilla, if you're gonna say it correctly.
We got to take a break.
Meatloaf.
Meatloaf?
I've been asking for meatloaf for like
I make
2
a mean
weeks now.
meatloaf.
You can have a meatloaf as soon as I find out what the word braised means. Y'all can say it 1,000 times.
Ask Rock. It's right there.
Okay, I'm working on it. We'll be back. We'll take a break. More news, more views. We'll talk more about the holiday store. Michael Baldelli is coming up soon, Public Relations and Marketing Manager for Salvation Army. We'll talk to him very soon. More Reese on the Radio, more Roseanne on the Radio. Stick around. It's Reese on the Radio on WTIC News Talk 1080.
A KFC tale in the pursuit of flavor. The holidays were tricky for the Colonel. He loved people, but he also loved peace and quiet. So he cooked up KFC's $4.99 chicken pot pie. Warm, flaky, with savory sauce and vegetables. It's a tender chicken-filled excuse to get some time to yourself and step away from decking the halls, whatever that means. The Colonel lived so we could chicken. KFC's chicken pot pie. The best $4.99 you'll spend this season.
Prices and participation may vary while supplies last. Taxes, tips, and fees extra. Selling your home, it's one of the biggest financial decisions you'll ever make. You could go it alone, trying to navigate market trends, determine fair pricing, and tackle tricky negotiations on your own. You could second-guess every decision, wondering if you're doing it right. Then there's the showings, the offers, and the mountain of paperwork. Or you could work with the expertise of a realtor, here to guide and help protect as you make your next big move. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors. Right by you.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. No, we're not one of the big guys. Truth is, we don't want to be. If you're over 50, Big Wireless probably has you paying for more data than you might need. You could be throwing away thousands over a lifetime.
Our entry-level data plans start at just $20 a month. And for a limited time, switch and get your second month free. Call 1-888-FREEDOM, visit consumercellular.com or a store near you and get your second month free today. Plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing. See site for additional details.
At Audion Hearing, our mission is simple: to make better hearing affordable for everyone. This Cyber Monday, enjoy exclusive savings on our high-quality rechargeable hearing aids. Clear, comfortable, and ready to use right out of the box. And here's a study worth hearing. Research shows that wearing hearing aids can reduce your risk of dementia by up to 61%. Join over 1 million happy customers and shop Cyber Monday deals before they're gone at audionhearing.com. That's AUDIEN hearing.com.
And now, a WTIC news update.
27 degrees, cloudy skies in Hartford. I'm John Silva, WTIC 1080 News. We'll keep the highs in the 20s today. Not as cold tonight, but cloudy. And we'll have the forecast details coming up. Federal Vaccine Advisory Committee votes to end a long-standing recommendation that all U.S. babies get the hepatitis C vaccine on the day they are born. For decades, the government has advised that all babies be vaccinated against the liver infection right after birth. Fire in Colchester has left a home in ruins. The blaze broke out Thursday night just before midnight on North Pond Way. Family living in the home was able to get out safely. Firefighters were challenged in fighting that fire, they say, due to the elements and the lack of hydrants in the area. There's no word yet on the cause. There was a lockdown earlier this morning at a school in Litchfield. A bullet was found on a classroom floor at Lakeview High School. The school superintendent says the live round came from a student, but no gun was involved. That lockdown was lifted around 11:30. A mother and her 3 children have been located. Granby police have been searching for 43-year-old Abigail Blanchard, her 2 daughters and son, since Tuesday. They reportedly were found in Georgia. Police this morning say they were all safe, and more information is pending. 1 person is dead, another injured following a 2-vehicle crash last night in Wallingford. Police there say 38-year-old Jason Miller's vehicle collided head-on with another on Grebe Road around 6:30. Driver of the other vehicle was taken to the hospital for treatment. And the World Cup draw began with President Trump, Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum, and Canada's Prime Minister Mark Carney, selecting the balls of their own countries from bowls during a ceremony at the Kennedy Center for the Performing Arts. WTIC News Time 3:32. Here's the forecast.
Partly cloudy and cold the rest of this afternoon, high 28. Mostly cloudy tonight, low 21. A few snow flurries late tonight into tomorrow morning. Even pockets of freezing drizzle that can cause slippery spots. For the rest of tomorrow, mostly cloudy and not as cold. Still going to be a touch of drizzle, high 37. Mostly cloudy tomorrow night, low 25. Stay mostly cloudy on Sunday, high of 37. Colder weather returning on Monday. I'm meteorologist Bob Larson of the WTIC Weather Center.
Half hour before the close, the Dow's up 101 points, the Nasdaq's up 50, and the S&P is ahead 11. I'm John Silva, WTIC 1080 News.
Hi, Eric Hogarth with Money Wisdom. Tune in this week, and as we discuss practical strategies to grow your portfolio, we also have a few updates on the market. Tune in on Money Wisdom, TIC News Talk 1080.
This holiday season, when you get them steel, batteries are included. Buy select battery tool sets and get a free extra battery. Visit SteelUSA.com for gift ideas and seasonal savings. Happy holidays from Steel. Offer valid for a limited time only at participating dealers while supplies last.
I'm elder law attorney Haley Allaire. Our greatest reward is happy clients telling us that they're very thankful for our help.
I'm Carolyn from Coventry. Recently, my 82-year-old mother had a few falls and ended up in rehab. What we thought would be temporary care became permanent. When we applied for Medicaid, it was overwhelming. From our first meeting with Allaire Elder Law, they listened and guided us, providing clarity, kindness, and compassion. We were finally granted Medicaid, and a huge weight came off my shoulders. Thank you, Allaire Elder Law team.
AllaireElderLaw.com.
If you've been injured in an accident, don't let the insurance company decide how much you're worth. At Carter Mario Law Firm, you're more than just a client and more than just a quick settlement. When you get Carter, we'll help you get more. More experience, more attention, and more accessibility. The Carter Mario Law Firm's zero-fee warranty means you pay nothing unless we win. Visit GetCarter.com or call 877-GET-CARTER.
What's up? It's Draymond Green. I'm back for my 14th NBA season, and my podcast, The Draymond Green Show, is back too. This season, I'm breaking down games, reacting to the biggest NBA stories, and sitting down with teammates, rivals, and culture shapers. And trust me, I'm not holding back, on the court or on the mic. 2 new episodes every week. New segments, big conversations, real basketball talk for the real hoop heads. Listen to and follow The Draymond Green Show wherever you get your podcasts. We're back, we're better, let's get it.
You've been here before, standing in front of the mirror, tired of wondering where your weight loss journey went wrong. I'm Paige Lopez. I know the feeling, and that's why I started Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Our medication-free program helps you lose weight without expensive injections. No tiny portions, no constant hunger, just real, sustainable weight loss. Look and feel your best with personalized coaching and lifetime support. To kickstart your transformation, visit awaken180weightloss.com or call 844-346-1800.
Time now for today's Spotlight on Tech, sponsored by Consumer Cellular.
Video game spending jumped last month thanks to strong demand for Nintendo's Switch 2. Industry tracker NPD Group says that U.S. video game spending rose 10% year over year to $4.8 billion, with console sales jumping 24% on Switch 2 demand, with Nintendo forecasting 19 million Switch 2 sales this year. Content spending rose 11%, with Borderlands 4 the top-selling game. I'm Jason Brooks.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. No, we're not one of the big guys. Truth is, we don't want to be. If you're over 50, Big Wireless probably has you paying for more data than you might need. You could be throwing away thousands over a lifetime.
Our entry-level data plans start at just $20 a month. And for a limited time, switch and get your second month free. Call 1-888-FREEDOM, visit consumercellular.com or a store near you and get your second month free today. Plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing. See site for additional details.
Caring makes all the difference. Experience the care at the Bradley Home and Pavilion, where community and caring go hand in hand. As you arrive, a newly remodeled and updated facility awaits you with all of the amenities to provide a place of comfort, security, and peace of mind. The Bradley Home and Pavilion is the place to thrive and have fun. While the space has changed, a commitment to the best quality of life remains the same. The Bradley Home and Pavilion, where community and caring go hand in hand. Experience the care at thebradleyhome.org.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Hi, I'm Chuck McDowell, the timeshare cancellation guy and founder of Wesley Financial Group. And I want to set the record straight. I am not an attorney. I've never wanted to be an attorney. And the truth is, I really don't even like attorneys. If I sound like an attorney or if I look like an attorney, I'll apologize. But what I've learned in my 15 years in the timeshare cancellation business is you don't need to be an attorney to get folks out of their timeshare. At Wesley, we've helped over 40,000 families cancel their timeshare without me being an attorney. And I want to share with you how we do it. Just give my office a call, and you will not talk to an attorney. And I guarantee if we take you as a client, we'll get you out of your timeshare, or you'll pay nothing.
Call now for your free information kit. 800-714-9090. 800-714-9090. 800-714-9090.
My name is Whitney Allen. I am a widow. My husband, Ryan, died.
1 minute.
Years we'd have to use life insurance. The unexpected happened. With Ethos, it is so fast and easy. It's 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage through Ethos.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/radio. That's ethos.com/radio.
Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm, and Chuck McDowell, definitely not an attorney. This is Chuck. Do you feel stupid for buying a timeshare? Don't. It's not your fault. You were most likely told you could rent it, and it was a great financial investment. And the deal was available today only. If this happened to you, contact your resort or Wesley Financial Group for help today.
Call Wesley now for your free
Here we go.
at 800-242-3131. 800-242-3131.
Whoa, hold up. Let's not put all 100 candles on the cake. Slow your roll. That's a fire hazard. And there's expensive radio equipment in here. And I'm not quite sure what I'm wearing is fireproof.
We are back. It's Reese on the radio, Roseanne on the radio, Joey on the radio, all here
and
hanging
Roland.
out.
Roland's on the
Roland,
radio.
that's right. Roland's on the radio, but he's sitting back. Do you miss me yet, buddy? You miss me? You miss me being in the studio?
It's just not the same.
It's just...
He's still got that
Try not
Barry
to make
White
it,
voice going on,
Try not
too.
to make it weird. Yeah, I miss you too, buddy. So we're here. We're at the Avon Old Farms Hotel in Avon. If you wish to come by when you get out of work, come on by. Say hello to Reese on the radio. Say hello to Roseanne. Please, whatever you do, do not lie to her and say that jacket that she's wearing is attractive. You just say, hey, if I got to live in a basement in a hole, you have an ugly jacket.
No, but you actually did live in a basement.
And that is actually an ugly jacket.
Well, you know, your opinion is a lot like, what do they say?
Butts,
Mm-hmm.
and they usually stink.
Mm-hmm.
Not in this case.
Well,
Yeah.
I picked you. I'm just saying.
This jacket, as I always say to Roseanne, was the day that I realized she was Mexican. And it was something that I didn't think that I would actually see culturally. But come on, seriously. It's very vato.
You know, and I say this with love and respect because I'm looking around to see what she can have to throw at me. It was probably the mid-'90s were the thing where it was like the carpet hoodie with the big pocket in the front.
Yes.
It's got that pattern. I'm
It
not
does.
saying it's that. But I had one of those.
Yes.
I had one of those throw-over rug jacket
Listen,
hoodie
ladies.
things.
Yes, and then your mom got a job.
ladies. Let me explain some things to y'all. The 90s are back.
That's what's crazy.
Is that what it is?
Yes.
You don't see the little girls walking around wearing the same clothes I wore in middle school?
The chonky heels are back.
Oh, it's terrible. I'm waiting for the skinny little pencil eyebrows to come back and the platform shoes.
Okay.
It's disturbing. But
The
yes,
platforms are coming back.
It's gross.
This is the thing that I have to say. This is the reason why I love my style, because my style is T-shirt and jeans.
You have had the same style since you were 3.
That is true.
I have T-shirts from when I was in high school.
See,
Some
it
graphic
is simple.
tees, yeah.
Yeah, because I'm not trying to look all. But you always say you love it when I get dressed up.
Oh my God, you're beautiful.
So we have the Christmas party coming up.
Correct.
Now we're not allowed to say where it is, right? We don't want just.
No, we don't. Yeah, we don't want
We never tell
the
anybody
varmints to show up.
Right, but I'm just saying you need an outfit and I need an outfit.
I am not going to dress up for that occasion.
Well, I feel like you should.
So what's dressed like? Is this?
No.
I went old
button-down
school,
shirt.
some corduroys with a button down.
No, a button-down shirt is
nice dark
dress up.
pair of jeans. Well, it's not like a super formal thing, right? So just like a nice pair of dark jeans, a button down, a nice leather tie, coordinated leather shoes.
A leather tie?
I mean, a leather tie. I'm sorry, a leather belt.
Okay.
No tie. I like you better without a tie.
Does it have to be like vegan
Like
leather?
the
or
lead
could we
singer
just-
of Spandau
No,
Ballet?
Listen, we're Americans here. We like our leather the old-fashioned way,
Okay.
from a dead animal. Leather had a face, okay?
So now that brings. Okay, so does Reese? Do you have like the Texas belt buckle?
No,
We don't
I
do that.
wish
No.
I did.
Okay.
No, we're not tacky.
I want one.
I said
So do I.
classy, not tacky.
Well, wait a minute, hold on,
I'll
Joey.
have to tell you my belt buckle story off the air.
Wait a minute, Joey, you've been to these Christmas parties
Correct.
for WTIC or Odyssey for that matter, because it is all of us, right? All
Correct.
the sister stations. So you've been there.
Yep.
What was your fashion sense at these events?
It's been all over the place.
Okay, so you always show up kind of costumed
Well,
out.
the problem is I usually show up from a holiday store.
Right, okay.
So like whatever I'm wearing that day is what you're getting.
Okay, so you don't. Okay, so what is the usual fare? when
Polo
you
and
show up?
jeans.
Polo and jeans.
Yeah.
Okay, is that
you
what
wouldn't
most
catch
people?
Reese dead in a polo. I don't think I've ever. Well, the Michael Kors ones that I bought you, but outside
And I
of
also
that,
have actual Ralph Lauren polo
that's
shirts.
a T-shirt.
No, the polo.
You have a Ralph Lauren polo T-shirt. It's navy blue and it's got the little red polo
I have
guy
some polos
right
that have the WTIC logo on them.
Hey, now we're talking.
No.
Come on. Gosh, you're no fun.
I have a hoodie that I got to break out for you. I was going through my closet the other night, and I found this hoodie that I had thought I had lost years ago.
Does it look like this?
I got to wear it for you. I'll probably wear it on Tuesday just for you.
Okay, good.
Listen, I am tons of fun. You know I'm tons of fun, and I will tell you when you're having fun, but until then, just do what I tell you.
Okay,
Wear
fine.
what I tell you to wear. I promise you're going to be happy with it.
Fine,
Have I
you're-
been wrong yet?
So you're going to pick out the clothing that I wear at the
Absolutely.
Christmas party.
Absolutely.
Great, folks.
We
Stand by
also
for
might
that
need
one.
some warm weather clothing.
Right.
Okay.
which
Because there's
I'm-
a portion that might be outside if you would like to partake.
Oh,
Okay.
outside?
Yeah, if you want to, but you don't have to.
I don't do outside.
I
Yeah, we'll
know.
figure it out.
This is the first time I've been outside since it dipped below 50.
This is true. Anyway, we're at the holiday store in Avon Old Farms Hotel, of course, located in Avon. Please.
Easy to get to, people.
Yeah, it is absolutely easy to get to. It was easy for us to get here. Also, don't forget, if you'd like to donate, and I see some donations coming in, you could text WTIC to 31333. Again, that is WTIC. Text that to 31333. Now, the only reason why I'm doing this is because I heard that one of our colleagues, Pastor Will, used to do this. And when I heard about it, I said, you know what? That's a brilliant idea because I have never texted and donated to anything before. I've never done it before.
it's simple.
And everybody says it's simple.
Not even a Nigerian prince?
No, no, I've never donated. So a Nigerian prince has never asked me to text it either. So I'm going to try this. Now, here's my question.
Okay.
Does your bank account need to be associated with your phone when you do it?
So what you're going to do is text WTIC.
Okay, so right now I've got to put in the number 31333.
Correct. So the person you're sending it to
Right,
is
so
31333.
So I'm going right now to 31333.
Yep.
And then it'll say send.
And
right?
then in the message window.
Okay, in the
that's where you
message,
put
text
WTIC.
message. And now I put
okay.
WT, and I make sure, look at it, it even shows up already.
Yep.
Right,
And
that
then hit
shows there.
send.
And then hit send.
Oh, I got a link.
Within
And
a
then-
matter of seconds, you're going to get a link back.
Okay, and that's what we're waiting for. Look, there it is.
Now
And the
you'll-
link shows up and says, thanks. Click here to finish.
Yep.
And then it says join for updates. And it says Salvation Army. Okay, salarmy.us/holiday store. Oh, cool.
Tap on that.
Okay, and then you tap on that, and that will ask me to open up.
It brings you to the web page.
And brings you to the web page, and that's how you. And it tells you exactly how much money that you can donate, and you can do other. Here's the greatest part. Yes, if you don't want to send what's already there, because the 4 prompts will give you $36, $100, $250, $1,080.
And there's a reason for
that's
the 36.
Right. Oh, there's a reason for the 36? Because this is the
36th
36th year. That's right. 36th year. Brilliant.
All coming together.
Exactly.
Real quick, gentlemen, I want to interrupt. There is an other, and that's where you can put in $25,000 so that Joey will go skinny dipping
Wow, now we're going
in
skinny
a
dipping. No one's going to want to be there.
No. It's just a cold plunge.
Oh, we're not skinny dipping.
No. You're adding
well,
stuff.
Listen, I'm actually taking stuff away, but, you know.
Anyway, also what I noticed here was actually cool is that they have $1,080, which of course represents WTIC 1080.
Was it Synergy?
Synergy, which is absolutely brilliant.
It's so.
Okay, all right, we have
gentleman.
a donation. Who is here? Mike, pleasure. Thank you so much. Thank you. What would you like to donate to us today? And would you like to anonymous or not a problem, Mike?
How are we doing, sir?
Your donation makes you eligible for a pie.
We like to call it pie-worthy.
That's right. So this donation
He's
is
donating directly to the Joey Cold Plunge.
Okay. Oh, is okay, absolutely. So, would you, Mike, you have a choice of one of the ice cream pies. Joey, what were the flavors that we had
So we
there?
have toasted almond crunch, we have red raspberry chocolate chip, we have blueberry, and I think we lost the mocha chocolate chip.
Okay.
The mocha chocolate
It's
chip
a pleasure meeting you.
left
Thank
the building.
Yeah. So.
I do too. I kind of like him, yeah.
So would you like the certificate or would you like to take home the pie? You're going to take home the pie. Thank you so much. Mike, are you a listener of the program? I'm assuming that you do. Thank you so much. Wow. Holy moly. Okay, so it was easy for you to come by. You're just getting off of work?
No, I actually didn't have to work today. I was in West Hartford, and I was coming down the mountain. I said, I'd go home and get a check just to come back.
Well, we totally appreciate that. And yeah, we'll get a picture, absolutely. Let's see if we can get a picture. Folks, if you're watching online, unfortunately, you have to get my torso because I'm standing up with Mike so we can take a photo. And thank you so much. Hold on.
This phone too.
Okay, now the wife wants a picture. Come on, Mike. We're going to take a picture. Apparently, I'm getting a photo album here for my wife while we do this. Thank you so much, Mike. I appreciate you, sir. And have a Merry Christmas.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. We really thank you, man. I'm trying my best, so it fulfills me. I'll be honest with you. I don't think I've ever had a time in my life I've ever been more fulfilled. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Merry Christmas. Absolutely, Mike. Be good, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Stay warm. Drive safely.
All right. He's going to get his ice cream pie.
I'm a little jealous because I can't get bagels and I can't get pie.
You can actually donate $150 right now and go, what? What? No, you can donate $150.
Yes, what do I send you to work for every day?
Honey, I am putting in my own $150.
Where am I supposed to get $150 of my own dollars? That's what I have you for.
I guess we are spending $300.
Okay. I just want a pie.
Sounds like a plan.
Make sure you let Brian know he's first-time caller that you're going to get him after the break.
Okay, Brian. Oh, is he a first-time caller? Okay. Let's let Brian know because we got to take a break right now. Brian, I promise I'm going to pick you up right after we get back from this brief hiatus. Don't forget, folks, please go to 31333 WTIC.com. You have to text that to 31333. Donate online if you can't get down
Joey
here
can go
to
skinny
donate.
dipping.
Joey's going skinny dipping. That's what we're going to do. We'll be back. It's Reese on the Radio, Roseanne on the radio when we return on WTIC.
Comcast Business can help turn your small business into a connected, secure, modern business. It's how retailers become constantly connecting must-visit shops. How restaurants become reliably up and running neighborhood favorites. how healthcare offices become the data-protecting caregivers that we all depend on, and how wealth management firms become cyber-securing guardians of your information. With reliable connectivity, enhanced cybersecurity, and Wi-Fi backup, your business can stay connected and get threat-ready with Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Get started with our reliable business internet. Plus, stay connected when you add Wi-Fi backup for just $35 a month and ask about a $500 prepaid card on a qualifying gig bundle. Call today. Restrictions apply. Wireless Connect requires business internet for additional monthly charge. Taxes and other fees extra. Prepaid card offer ends 11/16/25.
If you're one of the millions of Americans behind on your taxes, if you're afraid to open your mail because IRS collection letters could be coming, listen carefully. The IRS is cracking down, taking paychecks, freezing bank accounts, revoking passports. That's a fact. But here's what most people don't know. There are official tax relief programs designed to help struggling taxpayers. Programs that could save you thousands if you qualify. No one knows these programs better than the experts at Optima Tax Relief. Optima's award-winning team will fight to protect your paycheck, your passport, and your property. Their tax attorneys and licensed tax professionals will work tirelessly to get you the best deal possible with the IRS. Every day, penalties and interest keep piling up, so don't wait. Call Optima now for a free consultation.
Call 800-354-2840. 800-354-2840. 800-354-2840.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Attention all dogs.
1 minute.
If you've ever listened to the radio or TV for any length of time, you've probably heard of America's #1 dog supplement, Rough Greens. Greetings, naturopathic Dr. Dennis Black, Amazon best-selling author and founder of Rough Greens here. And if your dog suffers from bad breath, itchy skin, licking paws, joint pain, or low energy, the truth is their food is probably to blame. You see, all commercial dog food is dead food. That's why I created Rough Greens. One daily scoop gives your pup the live vitamins, omega oils, probiotics, and enzymes that will bring their food back to life. Don't believe me? Let your dog try it before you buy it. I'll send you a free Jumpstart trial bag, risk-free. You just cover the shipping. Go to roughgreens.com. That's RUFFgreens.com. Use discount code NEWS. Don't wait. Give your dog the gift of vibrant health. Order now in a few days. Go to roughgreens.com. That's RUFFgreens.com. Discount code NEWS for your free Jumpstart trial bag today. Rough Green. We make any dog food better.
It's Reese on the Radio on NewsTalk 1080 WTIC.
Roseanne on the radio, Reese on the radio here on WTIC, live from the Avon Old Farms Hotel for the Salvation Army Holiday Store. Brian is who we got on the line. Hello, Brian. How are we, sir?
I'm great. How are you guys?
I'm great, and thank you for calling. In fact, I just heard you're a first-time caller to Reese on the radio?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay. Well, what brings you in?
You guys were talking about Parabus before, about, being
Pluribus.
all the time.
Yes,
Pluribus,
the Apple TV TV show.
Exactly. I'm not sure if you mentioned, but the catch to being happy all the time was being part of the hive mind.
That's correct. And that's so I think I mentioned that it's sort of like it's a zombie apocalypse based on everyone being, happy. I mean, they are in essence zombies, but they're like fully functioning, happy-go-lucky zombies in a weird way.
Has a Stepford Wives kind of feel to it. My wife and I were discussing, actually, so everyone's happy, but no one's, ever sad, but there's no individual love anymore. Does that get rid of all the individuality for art and music and everything like that? I mean, I don't know if I'd want to be a part of a society like that.
And it's
granted they do get rid of war and all that other stuff, but all individuality goes right out the window.
Yeah, that's the amazing part about it is, it's like, I think the conversation starter in all of this, Brian, is what are you willing to give up for absolute peace, right? Because everyone takes care of each other, right? No one's ever, like if they're in the hospital still function in the TV show. The hospital still function. People have jobs in there that they put out fires if there's a fire. Everybody's doing the basic, operation of the day. And it's funny because everybody knows how to do said job, because there's one scene when they're in the hospital. There's one scene inside the hospital. And in the hospital, there are people who are walking out with those monitors that are on the little trolleys. And one of the people walking by is like a 15-year-old kid.
Can I really have to interrupt here, because even though everybody's talking about the individuality and the loss of love, all these great things, these things that people really
rely on.
Yeah. The thing that really still bothers me about this whole collective mindset,
Yeah.
no meat.
That's right.
They don't kill animals.
That's
I
right.
don't think so.
Is that terrible of me that I'm
No
like,
violence, no hate, correct.
I would want
I
a
totally
steak.
forgot about that.
They don't do milk. They don't do cheese. They will provide you with what currently exists, but they will not slaughter a cow for you to have a steak.
I totally forgot about that.
I like steak. I'm sorry. Exactly. I'm with Joey. I'm out.
That is a crazy point. But yeah, very,
Sorry,
very
world
true.
peace, I need my steak.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
exactly. Well, I'm glad that you enjoy it. So listen, I know it's your first time calling, but every Friday we always mention a little bit about this. So please continue to tune in, and I would love to hear your take on some of these shows.
Absolutely. I'm all caught up on all the good Apple shows at least.
Exactly. Thank you so much, Brian. I appreciate it. Don't forget to donate if you can, okay?
All right, thanks, Reese. Merry Christmas, guys.
You got it, man.
Merry
Merry
Christmas.
Christmas. All right, coming up on a break really, really soon. When we come back, Michael Baldelli, Public Relations and Marketing Manager for the Salvation Army, will be on the program. We'll talk to him, talk about everything that's happening with Salvation Army and the Holiday Store. Our 36th year doing this, and only Reese on the Radio second. And I got to catch up.
It's like 1.5.
What's that?
It's like 1.5.
It is technically 1.5,
yeah, it's like your first
right?
full-fledged thrown into the fire.
Yeah, this is my first official, I guess you would call it that. Roseanne's official, I might add, as well. Look at you. Look
Crazy.
at you.
So crazy. Like, people know my name. It's so crazy to me.
I was talking about that yesterday.
That's so, like, what?
Everybody here wants to take a picture with you.
That's so weird. Like, who am I? I'm nobody.
I hope you know that this is absolutely beautiful and fun for me to watch. You have no idea watching you sort of go through this whole, Roseanne, I love you. And I'm sitting there going, it's like having a wife. Imagine if, what's his name, Eric Benet had totally enveloped Halle Berry's celebrity and not cheated on her like a jerk. See, me, I get to see you. You're my Halle Berry. In a way.
Okay. It could be worse. She's friggin' gorgeous. So thank you.
Let's
Okay.
get our first check of weather and traffic. I hope it's gorgeous out there. Mark Christopher,
cold.
he's in the BPS Traffic Center.
Tom
Hey, man.
O'Hanlon.
Oh, no, Tom O'Hanlon's
It's Tom O'Hanlon. I'm
Sorry,
covered.
Tom O'Hanlon is in BPS Traffic Center.
Let me hear it.
for
Let me
Mark
hear it.
Christopher.
I'm Tom O'Hanlon from the BPS Lawyers Traffic Center. We're looking at 84 on the westbound side, and there's that congestion we all know from exit 56 to 45. On the eastbound side, we're slowing down to exit 44 to 51, especially through Parkville. And on Route 2, we're still pretty good from Wilbur Cross to 84. Now, 91 southbound, we're slowing down from 291 down into just before Hartford. 291 eastbound, we're still looking good if you're heading over to the river, and we're okay on Route 3. As we check your ride on 95 southbound, heading down into New Haven, we're looking at some slowdowns through there. 91 gets you down there pretty nicely, and on the northbound side, we're in good shape. Traffic and weather together on the 8th. WTIC News Talk 1080.
WTIC weather.
Partly cloudy and cold the rest of this afternoon, high 28. Mostly cloudy tonight, low 21. A few snow flurries late tonight into tomorrow morning. Even pockets of freezing drizzle that can cause slippery spots. For the rest of tomorrow, mostly cloudy and not as cold. Still going to be a touch of drizzle, high 37. Mostly cloudy tomorrow night, low 25. Stay mostly cloudy on Sunday, high of 37. Colder weather returning on Monday. I'm meteorologist Bob Larson of the WTIC Weather Center.
There's a lot happening in Washington and in your local neighborhood. Follow WTIC News Talk 1080 on the Odyssey app to keep up with the latest. WTIC is celebrating 100 years on the air and 100 years of serving Connecticut. This is WTIC and WTIC FM HD2 Hartford, an Odyssey station.
It's 4 o'clock, Hartford temperature 27 degrees. I'm John Silva, WTIC at 1080 News. We've got these cloudy skies, and you heard in the forecast there, we'll keep the clouds pretty much through the end of the afternoon. The Supreme Court will decide the issue of birthright citizenship. More from correspondent Linda Canyon.
Birthright citizenship, as outlined in the 14th Amendment, has been challenged by President Trump's executive order that states children born to parents who are in the U.S. illegally or temporarily are not automatically American citizens. The order, which is part of the president's crackdown on immigration, would upend more than 125 years of interpretation of the amendment, which grants citizenship to everyone born on U.S. soil, with some narrow exceptions. The administration argues the 14th Amendment was meant to grant citizenship to newly freed slaves and their children.
No injuries reported in a late Thursday night fire in Colchester. Firefighters are met with heavy flames coming from the home on North Pond Way. The cold temperature and lack of fire hydrants in the area made the firefight difficult, says Chief Steve Hoffman.
We have to end up filling tankers at that location and then driving the water to this location.
The chief says winds helped fan the flames.
It was actually very windy on the side of the house when it was actually really ripping. It looked like a blowtorch coming out the side of the house.
Audio from WFSB. So far, there's no word on a cause. Virginia man arrested Thursday for allegedly placing explosives outside Democrat and Republican headquarters in D.C. ahead of the January 6th riot. Made a brief court appearance today.
It was somewhat surprising we didn't see him in court yesterday. Oftentimes when the Department of Justice announces a case, reveals a charging document and an affidavit, you'll see the defendant in the courthouse promptly.
Correspondent Scott McFarland says details were scarce yesterday.
We tried to ask what the suspected motive is here, because that really is so important in this unique case. Was there a connection between these pipe bombs and January 6th? They did not take our questions, and when one was asked, they didn't answer it directly. So we have no information about a motive or whether there's any connection to January 6th.
Norwalk man's under arrest for his alleged participation in a street takeover in Boston. Police say 19-year-old David Moran Chavez is charged. Boston police say the teen was involved in an incident October 5th where officers were met with resistance from those throwing fireworks, jumping on police vehicles, and torching at least one police car. Boston detectives identified Moran Chavez as the one behind the vehicle arson. Boston police are charging him with conspiracy, disturbing the peace, illegal firearms possession, and other offenses. Norwalk police say they found evidence of that incident in his apartment in the city. Bond was set at $500,000. Busiest time of the year for the U.S. Postal Service. It's expected to process upward of 12 billion cards and packages between now and Christmas. Spokeswoman for the USPS in Connecticut is Amy Gibbs.
So our first deadline is going to be December 17. That's for Ground Advantage and first class letters, so your greeting cards. December 18 is priority mail, so get those packages out by the 18th. And if you're really last minute, December 20 is going to be priority mail express.
And Gibbs says they have the ability to handle up to 88 billion pieces, so they're more than ready for the onslaught. Wall Street Dow up 104, the NASDAQ ahead 72, S&P up 13. I'm John Silva, WTIC 1080 News.
FIFA World Cup 20.
1 minute.
But your opportunity to be there starts now through an exclusive offer with an eligible Bank of America Visa credit card. For a limited time, become a new customized
All right.
or unlimited cash rewards Visa credit card holder, and you will be eligible for a chance to purchase FIFA World Cup 2026 tickets. Learn more at BofA.com/cardFWC26. What would you like the power to do? Bank of America, proud to be the official bank of FIFA World Cup 2026. Bank of America N.A. in partnership with Visa. Terms apply. Rights reserved.
Coverage varies by plan. View contracts and exclusions at EnduranceWarranty.com. If you have a 2004 or newer vehicle that's out of warranty or about to be, Endurance is urgently notifying U.S. drivers about their low-cost vehicle coverage plan designed to save drivers thousands on rising vehicle repair costs. Those who qualify can pick their plan, coverage, and repair shop. Roadside service, towing, and rental cars included. All covered repairs get paid directly to the repair shop for you. Call now for your free quote. Call 800-458-1375. That's 800-458-1375.
It's Reese on the radio. And don't say we didn't warn you on NewsTalk 1080 WTIC.
That's not even loud enough. Is that not even loud enough?
Yeah, I can't hear nothing.
You can't hear a thing with that, and I just thought that I really thought that I was ready to go, and I had that volume all set for the between rounds. Listen, let me try it one more time and see if it actually works again. Is that better? There you go. Now it sounds better.
It's
All
a
right.
little better.
That's a little better. Anyway, congratulations goes out to Maria R. She is in Vernon. She is today's winner of a dozen bagels a month for 6 months, courtesy of Between Rounds, the Bagel Bakery and Sandwich Cafe, located in South Windsor, the aforementioned Vernon, where Maria lives, and Manchester. If you'd like to win, you got to go to reeseontheradio.com. Go to reeseontheradio.com. In order to enter, make sure you put in your telephone number and your date of birth. Also, you must live in the state of Connecticut, and you cannot have won within the last 6 months. You cannot be Roseanne on the radio, but Roseanne can always go down there and go get herself a bagel whenever she wants. Okay? That's Jerry will hook you up.
I want to
All
win
right.
bagels.
Yes, I know you
I
want
just
to
wanna
win them. How about, look, I'll just buy you bagels, and I'll say you won.
Oh, you won't buy me pie.
I'm
How can I
buying you
trust you'll
pie.
buy me bagels?
Yeah. Anyway, who are we thanking? I think I know who that is. No, I was talking about the gentleman who was walking that way, but no, that's okay. What's your name? Peter from Kent. Hello, Peter. How are you? Come on. You can come over and say hello. It's good meeting you, sir. Thank you. That's Roseanne.
How you doing? Nice to meet you.
Every successful man is a great woman.
Where?
Well,
she at?
I got lucky. That's definitely. No, I mean I got lucky with you. Of course, I got lucky with you. Stop giving me that look.
You're so cute.
We're having we're actually about to get into the BPS or Brown Penderus and Scott Traffic Center with Tom O'Hanlon.
Is that what
but
BPS stands for?
That's right, Brown Penderus and Scott Traffic
Now I know.
Center, who are also the sponsor of the holiday store today and our program today all day on WTIC. With the Salvation Army and the Holiday Store. Don't forget, please go on your phone right now and text WTIC to 31333. Again, that is WTIC. Text it to 31333. You can send any donation you want right there. It'll give you a link and tell you how you can donate. We want to get Joey inside that cold water at and that cold plunge, if we can get it done, to $30,000. So every little bit counts.
Every bit.
To get that
And
man.
it's growing in its elaborate
Yes,
plot.
exactly.
Right.
Indeed.
I believe an airplane has recently been introduced.
Tom O'Hanlon filling in for Mark
theory.
Christopher. He's in the BPS Traffic Center.
I'm Tom O'Hanlon from the BPS Lawyers Traffic Center. 84 westbound is slowing down, exit 56 to 45, and Founders Bridge getting in on the action on the westbound side. It has that stop and go waiting for you on the Hartford side as you're passing 91. 84 eastbound's pretty slow, exit 44 to 51. Parkville is one of the heavier spots. Route 2 still gets you up from Wilbur Cross to 84. 91 southbound has stop and go from 291 pretty much down into Hartford, and 291 eastbound still okay if you're working your way just east of 91 over to the river. Looking pretty good on Route 3, and 91 southbound getting down to New Haven. So far, so good. 95 southbound is bunching up a bit now, passing through New Haven. Traffic and weather together on the 8th. WTIC News Talk 1080.
WTIC weather.
Increasing cloudiness the rest of today and cold, a high of 28 and mostly cloudy tonight. Cold, but not as cold as last night. Tonight's low 21. There will be a few snow flurries in the area late tonight and tomorrow morning. We need to watch for a few pockets of freezing drizzle that can cause some slick spots. For the rest of tomorrow, staying mostly cloudy and not as cold, make it above freezing. High at the 37 tomorrow afternoon. Staying mostly cloudy tomorrow night and Sunday. Low tomorrow night 25. And Sunday's high 37 degrees. Right now it is 26 in Newington. It's 24 in Coventry and 27 degrees in Hartford. This is meteorologist Bob Larson of the WTIC Weather Center.
Fire up the flavor at McDonald's with the hot and spicy McChicken in the $5 meal deal, or savor a McDouble in the $6 meal deal. Price and participation may vary.
UConn Silas Demery Jr. knows what it takes to win on offense and defense.
Winning isn't luck. It's hustle, discipline, and showing up every day.
That mindset drives BPS lawyers too, fighting for clients in personal injury, family law, litigation, and more.
I'm Nick Payne-Darris. At BPS Lawyers, we're one full-service firm. All your legal needs, always.
BPS Lawyers, your lawyers for life.
Tune in to WTIC News Talk 1080 for Healthy Rounds, Saturday mornings 11 till noon. Learn from the top experts about the latest medical news and call in with your questions. Healthy Rounds, sponsored by Hartford Healthcare, Saturday mornings 11 till noon on WTIC News Talk 1080 and WTIC.com.
Life can be full of risks. One thing you shouldn't take a risk with ever is your family's health insurance. If you're self-employed or you now need affordable health insurance, you need to make this free call right now and see how the Health Insurance Helpline can help you get it.
800-472-0658. 800-472-0658. 800-472-0658. That's 800-472-0658.
You're listening to Leaf Filter.
1 minute.
Protection himself, Chris Cunahan, is here to take your most pressing leaf-related questions and bring you a special Black Friday offer.
Hey, everybody, Chris here. I understand we have Ron on the line. Ron, where are you calling from?
Uh-oh. Ron, are you calling from a ladder?
Well, I was. I wanted to ask Chris what I need to do to get my gutters ready to have leaf filter installed.
Oh, Ron, you don't have to do anything. A Leaf Filter Trusted Pro will come out and clean out your gutters, realign and seal your gutters, and install a Leaf Filter, America's #1 gutter protection system.
So I didn't need to get on this ladder?
Ron, Leaf Filter Trusted Pros are in your neighborhood and ready to help. Just visit leaffilter.com/deal to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off.
Thank goodness. What was that site?
That's leaffilter.com/10.
10.
Special Black Friday offer. You can get a free gutter inspection, plus up to 35% off. This is our best offer of the season. Unlock it now at leaffilter.com/deal. See representative for warranty details.
It's Reese on the Radio on News Talk 1080 WTIC.
All right, folks, we are back, and as promised, we are talking to Michael Baldelli, Public Relations and Marketing Manager of the Salvation Army. Now, you're the guy who gets the word out about everything the Salvation Army is doing, or is it just a holiday store?
It's everything.
Everything.
Everything we do at the Salvation Army throughout Connecticut and Rhode Island, but definitely this time of year, a lot of holiday store. It's a wall-to-wall holiday store this time of year for sure.
Now, before we get into a lot of the stuff here, I just want to ask if there's a possibility that you could create a position for Reese on the Radio, and that is Director of Ego of Salvation Army. That is, I want everybody to know everything it is that you folks do, because no matter what happens, and this is like the second time I'm meeting you.
Yeah.
Because 2 years ago, I interviewed you as well. Talking about the holiday store, and the thing that blew my mind was that there was so much about the Salvation Army that I didn't know that you do. There's so many people who don't know, and I use the term ignorant loosely, but they just don't know. And it's not that you're not there. It's not like you're not a recognizable symbol. The shield is something that we know. People have seen the stores and go there for. What is it for? What do you call? What's the terminology?
The thrift stores.
Thrift stores, exactly. The thrift stores. So it's not.
We're
like
the originators of the thrift store.
Yeah, that's right.
You know?
I remember that when I was a kid.
I'm sure.
But talk to me about what, at least your job during the holiday store. I know you're focused on this, but what's your primary focus as a marketing coordinator or the manager here at Salvation Army right now?
The beauty of my job this time of year is people love the Salvation Army in general, but around Christmas, we are synonymous with Christmas. People, when you think of Christmas, you think of the Salvation Army. So I don't want to say my job is easy this time of year, but it's certainly easier.
Okay.
So there are times where I don't have to necessarily put out a press release to the media about something that's happening with the Salvation Army. They're reaching out to us. They want to tell our story.
Really?
And oftentimes they're happy to do that, because I don't have to tell you or any of your audience. There's a lot of negative stuff sometimes in the news.
Right.
They want to cover something happy, believe it or not.
Right.
These videographers and these reporters, they come out and they're so happy to cover something that's fun and uplifting. So this time of year, it's really nice to be able to talk to these reporters, get the word out about what the Salvation Army is doing. Again, we're an iconic part of Christmas. You go to pretty much any store in your hometown, you're going to see a Salvation Army person there ringing a bell, trying to raise funds, and we hear it every time. When I think of the Salvation Army, I hear that bell.
You guys are doing this, I would presume, all over the country.
Yeah.
Here you're serving Connecticut and Rhode Island. How many of these can people anticipate? Because the only reason why I say that is online, people listen to this show, not to brag, they do all over the country, all the way to Las Vegas, to California. They love this show, and primarily one of the things that they love the most is that we're always talking about giving, and I'm always raving about the Salvation Army. Where can folks go? Is something like this happening in their town?
Absolutely. I mean, wherever they live, I can guarantee you're going to find a Salvation Army location that is helping people through a variety of different ways. But you're going to find them ringing the bell just like you are here. But for your audience, if they want to help you and help the holiday store, the easiest way to do that is to text WTIC to 31333. Especially if you want to have Joey jump into that cold lake.
Yeah, I think that's going to happen.
Which I'll be there with my video camera, maybe multiple video cameras. I know he doesn't want to do the beard thing anymore. We did that already.
Yeah, it's interesting. You know what? You look at Joey's beard. That is just crazy. I totally forgot that he actually cut the beard, which again means that this man is an animal. Because you'd see that beard?
Yeah.
That beard is back to almost to its last status.
It looks great, but it's a testament that your audience, our audience, this WTIC audience, we've done it before. We've reached that goal in order to have that happen. So there's no reason why we can't reach that 30,000.
Are you guys providing him with the testosterone pills in order for him to be able to grow that beard
I don't
back?
think he doesn't need it. He's just
well, if that's the case, let's get him cut again. No, I'm kidding.
No. I will jump. I'm looking. It looks like it's called Reichling's Pond.
Yeah.
That's the name of the pond.
Okay.
Is that what it is? Okay.
According to this Google
What do we
Maps.
have a current temperature on that pond?
It's probably butt-chillingly cold.
Yeah, let's see if we can get a temperature on the pond so that we understand, so people can know what's at stake. See, if it's colder, more people donate.
Yeah.
Because for some odd reason, these people are cruel.
I say we do it in February. Sorry, Joey.
It's got to be cold. I'm not doing this in June or July.
All right. Yeah.
If we're doing this, it's February, March, depending on how frozen it is.
Yeah, exactly.
We at our Camp Connery, we do have a splash pad going in there. Hopefully next summer. So if you want to, you can come back out and enjoy the splash pad.
Yeah. So current temperature in Ashford right now is a whopping 23.
That's amazing. It's probably warmer in the water.
Yeah.
So, Michael, please, again, tell me, as the marketing manager, what's some of the duties that you have when it comes to the Salvation Army? If not around this year-round, what's your role, or what are you trying to work out to sort of market what Salvation Army does?
Again, just trying to get people to know that it's not just Christmas. I know we try to leverage as much as we can around the Christmas season because, again, we are synonymous with Christmas, but we are in every neighborhood 365 days a year. We don't go away. We're not seasonal.
Yeah.
So that is my objective. That Salvation Army shield, you mentioned it before. It is iconic. The brand recognition is up there with the McDonald's arches and the Nike swoosh. It's that recognizable. So whenever I can, I just make sure that people see that and they hear that. And throughout the year, this past summer, we launched. Actually, we didn't launch. It was in its fourth year. Our summer reading program.
Okay.
So we were able to feed children throughout Connecticut and Rhode Island, as well as give them books. So we try no matter what time of year, we're always trying to push something. Whether it's the Salvation Army Donut Day in June, National Salvation Army Week. There's always something for us. I'm never not busy. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that right now. This is my 10th year, and it's always something. And that being said, I don't think my job will ever be done. I still run into family and friends and people who don't know that the Salvation Army has a camp or that the Salvation Army is involved in anti-human trafficking,
right.
And things like that. So there's always going to be a section of the audience that still thinks the Salvation Army is just the kettles and thrift stores, but it really is so much more than that.
Yeah, that's the interesting part that I'm learning about the Salvation Army, why every day I'm almost brought to tears at the level of which you guys help folks. A part of my tears is because I'm so jealous of the fact that I didn't know you guys did all of that when I was a homeless kid. I'm just like, whoa, imagine what my life would have been like.
I'm sure.
But nonetheless, I'm still overwhelmed by how much good you do. There isn't a place in helping you folks don't touch. I mean, and you're always finding a new way to join in that fight, no matter what it is.
Yeah, it's really true, and we have some wonderful officers, new officers here in Greater Hartford, and all of our officers are fantastic at what they do.
Yeah.
But they're very humble. So a lot of times they don't talk about what we do and how well we do it. I'm not so humble. I have no problem telling you.
Love it.
I have no problem telling you that I think the Salvation Army does it better than almost anybody else out there. Whether it's emergency disaster services or food, whatever it is, I feel like we're doing it as good, if not better, than everybody else.
Well, that's because I think that you guys believe it or not, I think the Salvation Army works as a business model. Is that fair to say? Like you
absolutely,
almost
100%. Yeah.
you know, when I say that in that way is as a private industry, and that again trying to help people, you are trying to find new ways to not just help folks, but to also in your job in marketing, what you're trying to do to the folks that can help you do it through donations. So that, you know what I mean? So there's so many facets of that in which you guys are running it like an entity. There's no, I said once the government gets involved, they'll find an unmitigated amount of ways to screw it up. You guys are actually looking for success.
That's what we strive for.
Yeah.
And I'm in my position is very unique because I don't just sit behind a desk all day. I have the privilege of going into some of our locations. You know, my background is video, so I'm able to capture those stories of those people that are either currently being helped by the Salvation Army or they've come through one of our shelters. We have a great program called the Pathway of Hope program where the Salvation Army comes alongside families and individuals to try to lift them out of intergenerational poverty. So I've been able to capture those, and not everybody in my organization has that ability.
Mm-hmm.
So I always say I'm really lucky to be able to see it from different. I'm able to meet donors who have the capacity to donate hundreds of thousands of dollars, but in that same day, I could be meeting somebody that just came into a shelter that has been living on the street for 2, 3, 4 weeks.
Can you tell me a little bit more about Marshall House in general, like in that area? Because that, I having been there just recently, it has really affected me in a way. Like I want to be like an unpaid spokesperson for Marshall Hearts. That's how much I love it. Just being there I couldn't have been in there any more than a half an hour, and every facet of it, I was like, I think I talked about it on my show for a good 40 minutes. Because there was just so much. Can you tell a little more about that?
The Marshall House is a beautiful place. It really is. What we're doing there is some of the best work that we're doing here at the Salvation Army, and not just Greater Hartford, but in Connecticut. We are taking people off the streets, usually families, and giving them a place to stay. But not just a place to stay. We're trying to better their lives. We don't want them to come back to our shelter. That's our objective. Our objective is to give them a place to stay, but also give them some of the tools so they can be self-sufficient. But the beauty of the Salvation Army is if they do find themselves back on the street and 2 or 3 years down the road, they come back to us, we'll be there.
Yeah.
No questions asked.
I think that the beauty of that, and I was talking to Netzi Jimenez, the director at the Hartford Marshall House. She said the same thing. It's like, sure, they may indeed come back, but I think what she noticed about that in saying that some of the families that do return, they know to return, and they know that whatever they didn't learn or may have dropped the ball on, they know that someone at Marshall House is going to help them so they don't make that mistake again.
It's absolutely the case, and I'm going to give a shout out to Holly. She came up with this. The Salvation Army that shield is a beacon of hope for people, and we see it at our building at divisional headquarters on 855 Asylum Avenue. People will be walking up to our building to work for the day, and people will be sleeping on our benches. And the reason is they see that shield as a safe place.
Wow. It's I've got to tell you, I don't even know how impressed I am until I talk to you guys further. Like, I always start off by saying, it was like, wow, this is impressive. Then I talk to you guys again, and it's like, whoa, there's more. It's like every time there's so much that people can learn.
Yeah.
And I know that everybody's got their whole lives, going on and make it crazy. And stuff like that, and a lot of people do ask me. They're going Reese, if there's a way that we can help, tell me how they can help.
I mean,
here's your chance.
Yeah, here's the chance. Again, text WTIC to 31333. I did hear recently. You speaking of Marshall House, you mentioned some TVs, and those TVs, already are being delivered there. So people are very generous out there.
Yeah, you mentioned the TV thing. To be honest with you, let me tell you something. That's another thing that I recognized, at least here in New England and in Connecticut. I have to be honest. So when I mentioned it on the air that Marshall House needed 2 new TVs, I told him, I said, you know what, I'm going to put the feeler out there and see who shows up. But I made sure, because I didn't want to make a big ask, I just went, look, if you have a used TV, even if, maybe you're closing down a restaurant and you've got some TVs you need to, going to throw away or find something to do with, give them to Marshall House. I didn't even expect it. It didn't take 30 minutes, and someone was on the phone, and I had talked to Roland, my producer, and I said, can you believe this? He goes, man, you ask them on this station, they will give.
It's impressive. I'm always impressed by that, by the WTIC. You guys have been such huge supporters in so many different ways, and it's not just you guys, it's not just Joey and the team back at the studio, but it is all those listeners. Like I said, I've seen it for 10 years. People just walking in off the streets with toys. You'll see it too as the rest of the holiday store goes through December. People just dropping off toys. Checks of all sizes. It's Christmas. It's what's great about the season.
I've just been given a note that I need to read. Apparently, text to give, which is of course text WTIC to 31333, is now $2,265. We started at $21. We're already going up and up and up. So continue to give. Go to 31333. You got to text WTIC to 31333 to give. Last minute before we let you go, what is, if you had to, take the opportunity to do a little bit of your job live here, what's one of the things that you would probably like some people to know about a Salvation Army that they might not be aware of, or how they can participate, be it volunteer, give, how?
Volunteering is a good one.
Okay.
I think that a lot of times people want to volunteer, but they don't know how.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the perfect time to do it. We're still looking for bell ringer volunteers.
Right.
We aren't able to maybe be at all of our locations because we just don't have people to send out.
This is a tough gig. I'm not going to lie. I tried it the first time. I completely blew it.
I agree, but I know it's cold out there, but it's very fulfilling. You can bring your whole family. I can guarantee you'll make memories. You'll meet people. They'll come up to you and tell you about stories of when they were growing up in the Salvation Army.
Okay.
So bell ringing is great. You can go to greaterhartford.salvationarmy.org, and there's some information on there how to be a volunteer.
Is there training on how to ring the bell? I need training.
Oh yeah, we'll train you up.
Okay.
There's a right way to do it.
You hear me ringing this bell?
Sounds good
I
to
would
me.
never get dinner.
It sounds good to me. And this time of year, we're also looking for people to sort toys too. So we got a lot of toys. As you'll see here at the holiday store, you're going to see a lot of toys come in, and we need folks to be able to go through that stuff. So, and if it's not just in the Greater Hartford area, you can find a Salvation Army near you that is definitely more.
There's definitely one near you. Michael Baldelli, Public Relations and Marketing Manager. Thank you, man. I'm glad to see you again. We had breakfast, by the way.
Yes, we did.
What'd you think of that restaurant?
It was good.
It was
very good.
Have you ever been there?
I had never been there before. Yeah,
You
those
gotta go
waffles
back.
were really good.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
They were. Thank you, guys. All right, let's get another check of weather and traffic. Mark Christopher's out, so we have Tom O'Hanlon filling in. We'll see you in a minute.
I'm Tom O'Hanlon from the BPS Lawyers Traffic Center. On the westbound side of 84, look at that traffic. Exit 56 to 45. We're slowing down, working your way over. Could be worse, but it's starting to build. Now on the eastbound side, that's been on and off. We do have that traffic as you're moving along through there. Working your way between exit 44 and 51, we have some slowdowns periodically, especially through Parkville. And Founders Bridge on the westbound side, stop and go getting over into Hartford near 91. There is emergency road work on Route 2 on the eastbound side between exits 6 and 7. The right lane is closed, but you're still getting by. The Route 2 otherwise does okay up into 84. 91 southbound slows down from 291 down into Hartford, and we're okay on Route 3. Traffic and weather together on the 8th. WTIC News Talk 1080.
WTIC weather.
Coming off of the coldest night of the season today, temperatures will gradually moderate as we go through the weekend, though it will stay cold the rest of today. Partly cloudy, high 28. Mostly cloudy and cold tonight, not as cold as last night, low 21. There will be a few snow flurries in the area late tonight into tomorrow morning. We can't rule out a few pockets of freezing drizzle that could lead to slick spots. For the rest of tomorrow, mostly cloudy and not as cold. Any drizzle ending, high 37. Mostly cloudy tomorrow night, low 25. Will stay mostly cloudy on Sunday with a high of 37. Back to colder weather on Monday. A good deal of sunshine and breezy. Monday's high just 26 degrees. Temperatures could drop into the single digits once again Monday night. Tuesday becoming mostly cloudy, very cold. Could be snow showers in the afternoon. Tuesday's high 27 degrees. For Wednesday, not as cold with mostly cloudy. Could be a touch of snow, sleet, or rain at a high up to 40. I'm meteorologist Bob Larson of the WTIC Weather Center.
There's a lot happening in Washington and in your local neighborhood.
Follow WTIC News Talk 1080 on the Odyssey app to keep up with the latest. And now, a WTIC news update.
It's 4:30, Hartford temperature 28 degrees. I'm John Silva, WTIC 1080 News. A woman and her 3 children reported missing this week were found safe in Georgia. That from Granby Police. Abigail Blanchard, her 2 daughters and son, were found in the state in Georgia. Police here say they don't know why Blanchard up and left for Georgia, adding they weren't aware of any fights or domestic incidents with the family. Blanchard's husband is en route to reunite with his family. Discovery of a bullet in a classroom led to a lockdown at a school in Litchfield today. Find was made at Lakeview High. The school superintendent says the 9mm bullet came from a student. There was no gun involved. The all-clear was given and the lockdown lifted at 11:30. Man's dead, and Wallingford police are investigating a head-on collision from Thursday. They say a Saab driven by 38-year-old Jason Miller collided with another vehicle on Grebe Street just before 6:30. The driver of the other vehicle was taken to the hospital for treatment. Norwalk police say a city resident's being charged as part of a street takeover in Boston. It was October 5th that Boston police say 19-year-old David Moran Chavez was part of a large group that shot off fireworks, jumped on police vehicles, even set one on fire. Moran Chavez faces a variety of arson-related charges. His bond's been set at $500,000. The Supreme Court has agreed to take up the constitutionality of President Trump's order on birthright citizenship. The president's order says children born to parents who came to the U.S. illegally or temporarily are not American citizens. The justices said today they'll hear Trump's appeal of a lower court ruling that struck down citizenship restrictions. Those restrictions haven't taken effect anywhere in the country. Birthright citizenship is the first Trump immigration-related policy to reach the court for a final ruling. And Netflix has struck a deal to buy Warner Brothers Discovery, the Hollywood giant behind Harry Potter and HBO Max. $72 billion deal announced today would bring together 2 of the biggest players in television and film and potentially reshape the entertainment industry. On Wall Street, the Dow finished up 104 points, the NASDAQ gained 13, and the S&P was up 72 today. For these stories and more, go to WTIC.com. I'm John Silva, WTIC 1080 News.
Dan owed an unbelievable amount of money to the IRS.
I got behind on my taxes. It's a horrible feeling.
He was in denial.
And when I got those letters from the IRS, you wanted to act like they didn't exist.
Finally, Dan turned to Optima Tax Relief, the leading tax resolution firm. A-plus rated by the Better Business Bureau, they've resolved over $1 billion for their clients.
Optima got me a settlement with the IRS. These people are really people-friendly. It was every bit of a new lease on life for me.
The fast action and the great results made Dan's head spin.
I felt like I was in a dream, but it's real, and I have paperwork to prove it. They got the job done, and life is good.
For tax help you can trust, call Optima now for a free consultation.
If you're worried about what's going to happen with the IRS, stop worrying. Make the call now.
Call 800-354-2840. 800-354-2840. 800-354-2840.
Optima Tax Relief.
Testimonial from an actual client. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Attention all dog owners.
Never
listen to the radio or TV for any length of time. You've probably heard of America's #1 dog supplement, Rough Greens. Greetings, naturopathy Dr. Dennis Black, Amazon best-selling author and founder of Rough Greens here. And if your dog suffers from bad breath, itchy skin, licking paws, joint pain, or low energy, the truth is their food is probably to blame. You see, all commercial dog food is dead food. That's why I created Rough Greens. One daily scoop gives your pup the live vitamins, omega oils, probiotics, and enzymes that will bring their food back to life. Don't believe me? Let your dog try it before you buy it. I'll send you a free Jumpstart trial bag, risk-free. You just cover the shipping. Go to roughgreens.com. That's RUFFgreens.com. Use discount code NEWS. Don't wait. Give your dog the gift of vitamins. Order now. It'll be at your house in a few days. Go to roughgreens.com. That's RUFFgreens.com. Discount code NEWS for your free Jumpstart trial bag today. Rough Green. We make any dog food better.
Stay locked in. Reese on the Radio is on WTIC News Talk 1080.
All right, folks. Reese on the Radio. We are live, and we are at the Avon Old Farms Hotel in Avon for the Salvation Army Holiday Store. I have 2 guests here. In fact, I am going to say that outside of me and my wife working together on Friday, do you folks work together Monday through Friday together, like 24 hours a day?
Monday through Monday.
Monday through Monday. You are together. I have Major Paula Spencer and Major Donald Spencer with me now. You guys are new to the Hartford area, or you've always worked with Salvation Army?
Yes.
Yes, that is
How
correct.
long has your tenure been here? Paula, I'm not trying to ask your age. I promise you I know better. But how long have you worked with Salvation Army?
I've been with the Salvation Army for 30. We're coming up on 34 years.
Wow.
So
you say
together.
We,
My husband together, but I worked for the Salvation Army before that. So about 40 years.
So 40 years, you two, 34 together.
34 together, yeah.
Okay, so that would mean 6 years before Donald joins. Did you meet while working at the Salvation Army?
I was working for his sister.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, so his sister introduced you?
She came to the Salvation Army Seminary, where they have a weekend for prospective candidates, we would call them, and that's where I met her.
Oh, wow.
So the 34 years, and then 2 years before that in school. And
wow.
Then, yeah. And a year before that, we worked in a non-professional capacity at a local Salvation Army center.
Wow. That's a lot of years working.
You have to learn how to get along real quick.
That's right.
Yeah. Wow. You know, I have 4 marriages that didn't last as long as you guys did. No, combined. So, what's it like? Because this is, if I'm hearing you correctly, this is a lifestyle for the both of you working in Salvation Army. Tell me a little bit about that.
It is a lifestyle. It's a calling, but I believe God has called each one of us, no matter what we do, to what He wants us to do. And for us, I met the Salvation Army when I was a teenager. You talked earlier about those who just know thrift store and kettles. That's what I knew the Salvation Army when I was a teenager. My dad was on the advisory board, and through that connection with the Salvation Army is how we came to know more of what the Salvation Army did and involved. One of my first volunteers was going to a Thanksgiving meal and serving Thanksgiving on Thanksgiving Day in the town I grew up in.
Wow. So how many generations, are we talking like the last generation of your dad and then you?
No, I say it's generational because we all met at the same time. So my dad, we met because he was a businessman in the town I grew up in and was on the advisory board. So I say our family is first generation because we all met at the same time.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, so.
So this is, wow, you are embedded as a family with the Salvation Army.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
That's impressive. So there isn't anything that I can ask you that you won't know.
Well, no, that's probably not true. My husband's been born into it, so he probably does.
Okay, we'll get to that because obviously that gets deeper. All right, stand by. We're going to talk to you a little bit more. Major Paula Spencer, Major Donald Spencer of the Salvation Army are here. We'll get to them. Let's get to Tom O'Hanlon. He is in the BPS, or the Brown Penderson Scott Traffic Center. We'll be back.
I'm Tom O'Hanlon from the BPS Lawyers Traffic Center. On the westbound side of 84, keeping an eye on your traffic as you're moving through there. We're in pretty good shape for a Friday afternoon. We're looking at the ride there crossing the river over into Hartford. It's got a lot of stop and go, but it's still getting the job done. On the eastbound side, we have traffic on and off as you're working your way through Parkville. Now, the eastbound side of 84 just has that stop and go. And also emergency road work waiting for you on Route 2 on the eastbound side. It is maintenance going on between exits 6 and 7. The right lane is closed. Route 2 still gets you up into 84. 91 southbound slowing down through Windsor, working your way down from 291. Now 291's okay. We're okay on Route 3. 91 southbound's all right into New Haven. But 95 southbound you're building as you're passing through the same area right through New Haven. Traffic and weather together on the 8s. WTIC News Talk 1080.
WTIC weather.
Mostly cloudy tonight and cold, though not as cold as last night when temperatures drop into the single digits. Tonight's low 21. There'll be a few snow flurries later tonight and for a while tomorrow morning. Even a few pockets of freezing drizzle, so we'll need to watch for slick spots overnight. For the rest of tomorrow, as it dries out, we'll stay mostly cloudy in the afternoon. Not as cold as today, high 37. Staying mostly cloudy tomorrow night, low 25. Again, mostly cloudy on Sunday with a high of 37. Sunshine Monday, but breezy and colder at a high of only 26. It's currently 26 in Farmington, now 24 in Plymouth, and 27 degrees at Hartford. I'm meteorologist Bob Larson of the WTIC Weather Center.
Hi, Eric Hogarth with Money Wisdom. Tune in this week, and as we discuss practical strategies to grow your portfolio, we also have a few updates on the market. Tune in on Money Wisdom WTIC News Talk 1080.
Join us this Sunday for Tumalo Financial, your go-to for retirement planning and taxes. Tune in to the father-son duo from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. or catch replay from 5 to 6 p.m. Tumalo Financial, retirement planning with integrity on WTIC News Talk 1080.
If you want thick, healthy, gorgeous hair, then you need Hair Volume by New
Got about 2 minutes.
Available as a tablet or delicious gummy. Hair Volume is available online at Amazon and NewNordicUSA.com or in the hair aisle at your local CVS.
Columbia Dental has great care close to home. Our state-of-the-art network connects all 12 Connecticut locations, making appointments easy. Plus, our Waterbury office now offers a prosthodontist for specialized care. Schedule your appointment today, 860-645-0111.
A successful retirement doesn't just happen. It requires a plan that is custom built to suit everyone's individual financial situation. Every Saturday at 3, we share vital information on how to build and live a successful retirement. It's On the Money with Jay Dorso. Retirement strategies on building income and proper protection from the pitfalls and the latest news in the retirement universe. On the Money with Jay Dorso, 3 p.m. this Saturday on WTIC News Talk 1080.
Wesley for the law firm and Chuck McDowell, definitely not an attorney. This is Chuck. Do you feel stupid for buying a timeshare? Don't. It's not your fault. You were most likely told you could rent it, and it was a great financial investment. And the deal was available today only. If this happened to you, contact your resort or Wesley Financial Group for help today.
Call Wesley now for your free exit information kit. 800-242-3131. 800-242-3131.
Hey, I'm Mike Slater. My dad passed away at the age of 63. It's out of nowhere. Had a stroke. Super hard, obviously, for the whole family, but my dad had life insurance. This is why I have life insurance for my family, my wife, and 4 kids. And the best place to get life insurance is ethos.com because you can do it in 10 minutes. And there's no medical just a few health questions. Get life insurance in 10 minutes so your family is protected. Ethos, E-T-H-O-S, ethos.com/life.
The NAACP calls him, whoa, I don't think I'm allowed to read this.
It's Reese on the Radio.
Let's just say some people are not fans.
On News Talk 1080.
WTIC.
All right, we are back, and we are here with, what the heck is that? With Majors Paula and Donald Spencer. And we were talking a little bit behind the scenes. Both of you have... would you consider your roles as like a service position in the Salvation Army, or your officers? That much I know.
Right.
But what would you consider your role as just officers? Because I don't think I even understand what. Because first time I ever heard the term majors inside the Salvation Army was 3 years ago. Can you explain that to me? I'm not understanding.
Well, very early on, Salvation Army Church, which is what we are, and we do all this work because we would just want people to know God loves them and cares about them. Long story short is the military metaphor worked for organization to move personnel, and there's a neat story behind that. I won't bore anybody with it. It's almost like a lot of things in history. There was a poster calling the leader the general, and instead of getting upset, he said, I like that idea. And so then the ranks came. And the Salvation Army Major has been around for at least 15 years, and there are higher ranks for various positions, but we are ordained ministers, and we go where we are sent. Just before we got here in Hartford, my wife and I were the pastors, leaders of the Salvation Army in Springfield, Mass. Doing a lot of the hands-on programming as well as the administration there. And our role here is more administrative. But it's very much pastoral in that we support our colleagues who are really with the hands-on work, that are out right now in a van with our Christmas kettles and the like and feeding people. But Salvation Army, we'll decide where we're needed best, and they will send us there, and we will, as we are now, we'll do our best to figure it out and just rely on the life experience, and more than that, the grace of God just to help us. And we meet people like you that help us get things done. You're laughing, but you're having an impact.
No, I mean, I know, but I just, to be honest with you, I don't do the work that you guys do. You guys asked me to be a part of this, and there's a degree that I'm a little bashful about it. I don't really want the the accolades and stuff like that. What I want to be remembered for, again, as I tell people in this business, I am a public servant. Yes, I do a talk show.
Right.
I know the way that people have done it before. I don't believe in doing it that way. It's great to, every guy who does the let's complain on the radio thing, that's their gig. But I owe so much to get the opportunity to be back here on radio, having been out of the business for 14 years. I got an opportunity of a lifetime. So I understand being in service.
Yes.
And watching you folks, what you do, even I have to humbly say, sometimes I forget. You guys are out there every year. I don't want to be reminded just on Christmas that Salvation Army is doing the holiday store.
Yeah.
There's so much that we could do every single day of the year whenever we can. And when we can be of service, it's not just about money. If we can be of service by volunteering, I think it's my job to at least express that. I have a platform to do that.
Right.
So when you say that you guys are ministers, is that of a church, or are you mobile ministers? Well, how does that operate?
Currently, in our role, we do not have a congregation.
Okay.
We supervise 3 congregations and other things, but generally, yes, everybody with these red Salvation Army epaulets is a minister in the Salvation Army. If it were blue, they're a member.
Okay.
That's just those that belong to our ecclesiastical body.
Okay.
But there are countless, tens, hundreds of thousands, if not millions, who are, we call the army behind the army. And the Salvation Army is really a bridge for those in need. Often people that come to us for help, for counseling, just to talk, who are really desperate. Some of the folks you met earlier this week, we are the last place people turn. And that's where we're placed. And people that don't know how to connect with the people that they often don't see, that's where we sit. There is a place for all kinds of different charities and ministries, and we have been placed uniquely in this one, and we think it's an honor to serve people that way. And our role is for people like you. I want to do something. We say, here, this is what you can do. You're using your talent. The station is using its power, and there are countless people who will give small amounts of money and large. Some will volunteer to sort toys. Some will be moved to do other things, and our role is to make that happen. Every Salvation Army officer, yes, I want to help. I want to feed the hungry people in Hartford. I can't do that myself. I'm one guy. But there are hundreds, if not thousands, of people that want to help us do that. So one of the roles of every Salvation Army officer is to equip people to do that.
Right.
And so I really like the fact that we are the last place people go. And because our philosophy is we never say no. We may say, hey, we can't do that. Let's find a way for that to happen.
That's an interesting product of the Salvation Army. Meeting with Netzie at Marshall House, that was also important, saying that if we can't do that, we will work something out. They never turn anyone away. They literally look for a solution. In that go-getter spirit, I couldn't, again, I was just so moved by that. Do I refer to you as, because they're both Spencer, so I can, do I call you Major Paula? Is that?
That's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
So what are some of the challenges that you can talk about when it comes to people looking for help with the Salvation Army? As your husband said, that you are the last place. Is it because of there's some reluctance in people searching for help?
I don't know if it's reluctance is the word. I think it's just nowadays, like things like the food pantry are almost a necessity. I don't want to say back in the day, but sometimes food pantry was, I had a bill I didn't expect or something like that. Therefore, I needed help at the food pantry. But I dare say that now many people need it just to get
way of life.
Exactly. And so to meet that need again is very humbling for people to come to say, I need help. I know sometimes that's hard for me to say, I need help. I can't do it alone. And as my husband was talking, I was thinking sometimes it's not just that bag of groceries. It's somebody to talk to. It's somebody to say, I care. Just talking with them and greeting them and meeting that need is an I care. We see you, not just here's a bag of food, take it and go. But we take the time to talk. We take the time to just see people where they're at and try to meet their needs the best we can.
Do you find in the practice here of being officers in the Salvation Army that people who needed help through the Salvation Army join the cause? Is that
Absolutely.
is that
Often.
because I'm not going to lie,
No, we do.
I don't see how anybody walks out of one of these, Marshall House or whatever it is, who doesn't say,
Many times.
I've got to contribute in some way. It's
Yeah.
like, do you get that a
We
lot?
get that many times, sometimes shortly right after we help somebody, but many times people will come
Sorry.
and pay it forward because they were in the same situation. So again, they were either homeless or they didn't have something for Christmas or they needed food, and so they want to donate in the same way because they knew exactly the situation and they know what it was like to be in need and they want to help. So we get that all the time.
Tougher question.
Sure.
Because of the religious aspect of the Salvation Army. People don't recognize that until they actually start to get
Right.
involved or get
Sure.
really close up and personal. Is that ever a obstacle that people have with it? No, not at all.
Not that I notice, and what people do in their own minds and hearts, I don't know.
Right.
But the Salvation Army, we are grateful, and we are uniquely placed for both those that want to help or don't see the need, and those that are coming at the end. Is we are so well known for the social work, and that's great, because
Right.
it does open doors. Our goal is that men and women, boys and girls, meet Jesus Christ and end up in heaven. But we do that very practical ways.
Okay.
And yes, people may disagree with our beliefs. That's
That's
okay.
okay.
We don't
Right.
ask.
Right.
You're in need. We want to help you.
Absolutely.
The rest of it is up to you.
Right.
And yes, we have a definite motivation. Look us up on Google. It's very simple. We
Right.
serve everybody.
Yeah.
There's no
There's-
questions asked other than what's your need, how can we can help. And
Exactly.
when she talked about talking to people, well, that's why.
Yeah.
What is the need? Is the need the food, or is there another need there?
Sometimes there is.
And it's in the programming as well. The Early Learning Center, the right place. Many of those folk are helped with other services we have. Not that's why they went there, so their kids could be in this preschool, but here we are able to link them with our summer camp, with Christmas food and toys, those kinds
Exactly.
of things. And go ahead.
Sorry, no, I was going to ask you about the Early Learning Center.
Yep.
Yes.
Talk to me a little bit about that. And the only reason why
Sure.
it's literally jumped into my head.
Mm-hmm.
We're often told that there are a lot of families who have issues with childcare.
Mm-hmm.
Is the Early Learning Center something remotely close to that kind of service, or is that separate? Of I don't want to.
No,
I don't
that's
want
okay.
to suggest
It's kind
that
of
it
both.
is.
Like
Okay.
so, the Early Learning Center starts if children that are 2 years, 8 months. So
Okay.
that would be, and then up to kindergarten. When they get to kindergarten age, then they graduate and go on to kindergarten. So it's a readiness program for that, to teach the kids. So we do start them at that age. But
How does one apply their child to the Early Learning Center? Do you have to be, I hate to use the word client, but
No.
No.
They would just contact us and we would get them in touch with, or if you go on greaterhartford.salvationarmy.org, that has all our programs listed. The right place is one of those, and so they could get onto there and then be connected right to the Early Learning Center, the right place.
Because these, if I'm getting this right, so imagine you have a parent who wants to work a job,
Right.
wants
Yeah,
to be
absolutely.
employed to pay for. They don't have a sort of homeless shelter need. They have an apartment that they're
Right.
trying to keep up, but they cannot afford child care.
Yeah.
Is that why the Early Learning Center is there, sort of to provide that service for parents? The only reason why I'm
That's
asking
okay.
is because
No,
I'm trying to
absolutely.
understand.
So there is a fee, but there
Okay.
there are ways that sometimes we can help out with that. They can
Okay.
get some scholarships. Again, right at the moment we are at full capacity.
Okay.
But again, it's not something, kids always graduate, so there's
Right.
always a graduating class of
right.
kids that move on that will
Sure,
graduate
sure.
and go on. So it's just, again, if it's something is a need, look us up on greaterhartford.salvationarmy.org and you can get right in contact with the right place to be able to find out how you can enroll your child and if there's slots available.
Gotcha. Okay, so it does operate in essence.
Yeah.
So as an early learning
It
center
is.
for
It's-
parents,
it's
who do the-
credited, it's, yeah.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's incredible.
And it's an
Yeah.
affordable option is the idea. There is a segment of society that couldn't afford that.
Right.
These places can be expensive for many people, and that's
It is.
really the motivation behind it. If we could
Preschool.
have 10 schools throughout the area, believe me, we would.
Oh,
Right now there's
Yeah.
the one.
Yeah,
and
just the
if we
one,
could do
right?
300 kids there, we would. But
Yeah.
we can't.
Is that a new program, by the way?
No.
The early
No, that's
how
been
long has
on
it been
for-
around?
Good question.
I'm not sure. Again, we're still fairly new. Are things I could ask.
Right.
But they do that, and even in the summertime for school-age children,
Yes.
they have like you call it like a day camp or a summer
Right,
camp.
summer
kind of-
camp,
so
sure.
they would have that for school-age children. That would happen during the summer.
Do we know
as
how
well.
big
So-
that summer camp is? And there's only one reason why I'm
Right.
asking. When I was a kid, I did go to a summer camp. And we're talking about a poor kid, single mom, 3 kids. We went to Robin Hood Day Camp. We rode a bus there every day. I'm not going to lie. Maybe it was because I was small, but it seemed like thousands of kids were there.
No, this is a smaller scale. It's
Okay.
a smaller building and such. Whereas, like, if you go to our summer camp that we keep talking about in Ashford,
where the plunge is happening.
there's
That's
a
right,
couple of
that's
hundred
right.
kids that will go for
Couple of hundred?
that will go
At
for
a
that
time,
because it's you run for a week time, but it's those children from all the Salvation Armies in Rhode Island and
Wow.
Connecticut. They sign up for different weeks throughout the summer, and so we will be sending kids for different sessions throughout the entire summer. We also send seniors to camp too as well.
Really? They have a
So
lodge
we have a program called Parents Second Time Around, and it's grandparents mostly that are raising their grandchildren, and so it's a program that just helps them do that in this age. You know, they've raised their kids, and things are different. Let's face it, things are different. You know, from when my kids were raised to now my grandchildren, and so it's resources for that. And they get to go while their grandchildren are at camp. They go the same. They go. It's separate. It's at the same camp, but
nicer
separate
rooms.
areas.
Okay.
And it gives them a respite and gives them a taste of camp too. So we send about 50 seniors every summer from
50?
Hartford. Yes.
Okay. Do you have anything for middle-aged
Well,
radio hosts?
yeah.
You might need a
Maybe.
A little respite.
retreat in the spring. Who knows?
Yeah.
I need some activities.
There you go.
I could learn needlepoint if
There you
you've
go.
got that available. Can you
Yeah.
guys stick around for
We
a
sure
little bit?
can.
I want to
Sure.
ask you so much more
Sure.
about this because
Absolutely.
there's like a wealth of information.
Sure.
I don't care if even if they're listening. I want to know more.
That's fine.
Because I want to find out
Sure.
how I can be a part of it. Also, I also want to talk to you about how people can volunteer and how much time.
Yeah.
You know, because a lot of people have limited time, but they do want to be able to give something.
Absolutely.
So we'll talk
Sure.
about that as well. All right, folks, stand by. We are here with Majors Paula and Donald Spencer. They are helping me understand the Salvation Army, what they do, how you can help, and of course, you know, get me off my butt. So see if I can help too. Also, don't forget you can text at 31333. You have to text WTIC to 31333. Do it now. If you don't know how to text, I will teach you. I promise. I will teach you how to text it. Okay? All right, stick around. We'll be back. Tom O'Hanlon, he is in with Mark Christopher in a BPS, Brown, Penderis, and Scott Traffic Center.
I'm Tom O'Hanlon from the BPS Lawyers Traffic Center. This traffic report is brought to you by Amplify CT. 84 westbound slows down, approaching the river and then getting into Founders Bridge. On the westbound side, it's still pretty heavy. We're slow at the westbound side of 84 through downtown Hartford. At eastbound 84, that is slow also, especially in Parkville. But in general, between exit 44 and 51, you've got some company. Emergency road work on Route 2 eastbound, exit 6 to 7. It's the right lane closure slowing you down there. 91 southbound, fairly busy into Hartford. As you're going down through Windsor, we're looking at some traffic that seems to be getting affected by a fender bender. We'll keep an eye on that. And 91 southbound's okay to New Haven. Mental health struggles, substance misuse, feelings of hopelessness. No one should face them alone. If you or someone you know needs support, call or text 988 today to reach the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. Together, we can amplify our mental health. Traffic and weather together on the 8th. WTIC News Talk 1080.
WTIC weather.
Coming off of the coldest night of the season today, temperatures will gradually moderate as we go through the weekend, though it will stay cold the rest of today. Partly cloudy, high 28. Mostly cloudy and cold tonight, not as cold as last night, low 21. There will be a few snow flares in the area late tonight into tomorrow morning. We can't rule out a few pockets of freezing drizzle that could lead to slick spots. For the rest of tomorrow, mostly cloudy and not as cold. Any drizzle ending, high 37. Mostly cloudy tomorrow night, low 25. Will stay mostly cloudy on Sunday with a high of 37. Back to colder weather on Monday. A good deal of sunshine and breezy. Monday's high just 26 degrees. Temperatures could drop into the single digits once again Monday night. Tuesday becoming mostly cloudy. Very cold. Could be snow showers in the afternoon. Tuesday's high 27 degrees. For Wednesday, not as cold with mostly cloudy. Could be a touch of snow, sleet, or rain at a high up to 40. I'm meteorologist Bob Larson of the WTIC Weather Center.
WTIC is celebrating 100 years on the air and 100 years of serving Connecticut. This is WTIC and WTIC FM HD2 Hartford, an Odyssey station.
It's 5 o'clock. Good afternoon. I'm John Silva. WTIC 1080 News. Doctors are reacting to what many call a damaging decision today by a federal vaccine panel. The end of the long-standing recommendation that all babies receive the hepatitis B vaccine shortly after birth. Here's WTIC's Dave Mager.
Many public health experts are saying they can no longer trust the Centers for Disease Control under the leadership of Robert F. Kennedy Jr.
This is unbelievable.
State Senator Dr. Saud Anwar says Kennedy's appointees are prioritizing anecdotal evidence about rare side effects over the proven effectiveness of the vaccine.
This has prevented over 500,000 infections and some 90,000 deaths over time. And to end a standard with such obvious benefits, it's very disturbing.
Hepatitis B can be acquired during delivery and can cause lifelong liver damage. The state guidance that the shot should be given on the first day after birth stands. Dave Mager, WTIC 1080 News.
Supreme Court today said it will decide the legality of President Trump's executive order on birthright citizenship. Melissa Quinn reports.
This birthright citizenship policy has been the cornerstone of the president's immigration agenda, but it has actually not yet taken effect. Every single lower court to weigh the constitutionality of this policy has ruled against the Trump administration and blocked the administration from enforcing it against babies who are born on U.S. soil, either to people who are here temporarily or who are in the United States illegally.
Fire rips through a home in Colchester. The late Thursday night blaze broke out in a home on North Pond Way. Firefighters arrived to find flames shooting through the roof of the structure. Alessandra Skutnik lives nearby, tells WFSB it was a sobering sight.
You open your door and see your neighbor's house completely gone. It's terrifying and terrible.
No injuries reported. The family inside did get out safely. Firefighters had to truck water to the scene due to a lack of hydrants in that area. No word yet on a cause. In Hartford, one person's in the hospital following a late morning shooting. The police department says the incident occurred outside a residence on Park River Drive. A male victim taken to the hospital for treatment. Those injuries said to be non-life-threatening. The Justice Department could unseal more documents in the Jeffrey Epstein case.
A federal judge in Florida has ordered the release of grand jury transcripts from the federal sex trafficking cases of Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell. The judge said a recently passed federal law known as the Epstein Files Transparency Act compels the Justice Department, FBI, and federal prosecutors to release the materials they've amassed during investigations. It's still unclear when the documents will be released.
Correspondent Stacy Lynn. Monday night lights for the state high school football semifinals sounds fun, but temperatures are expected to dive into the teens after dark. So some of the 12 games have been moved up to Monday afternoon. John Holt, a spokesman for the CIAC.
We reached out to our member schools and offered them an opportunity to move the games up if they wanted to the afternoon, and some have moved them up to as early as 3:30 on Monday to get a little more daylight and kind of jump the evening and maybe some warmer temperatures before it's dark and a really frigid Monday night.
For example, Hartford will play at New Canaan now 3:30 Monday. Weather's been a factor in the scheduling all along. The semis were pushed to Monday because of a weather-related delay in the quarterfinal schedule. Wall Street, the Dow up 104 points today, the NASDAQ 72 up, and the S&P gained 13. For these stories and more, go to WTIC.com. I'm John Silva, WTIC 1080 News.
Do you owe $10,000 or more to the IRS like Mark?
I've been doing home remodeling for 30 plus years, but the economy crashed. I wound up home, losing my job, and on top of that, owing the IRS a ton of money. I owed the IRS $114,000. It really, truly was the worst part of my life.
Then Mark found tax relief advocates.
On news radio, I heard about TRA, and I thought, what's the worst that could happen? So I picked up the phone and I called them. When it was all said and done, TRA settled my $114,000 debt for $100, and I'm telling you, I was ecstatic. Could not believe it. Would recommend TRA to anyone.
If you owe 10 or even hundreds of thousands of dollars to the IRS, don't lose hope. Do what Mark did and call TRA for a consultation.
But TRA did. They gave me a second chance. I'm forever grateful.
Visit TRA.com or call 800-491-9914. 800-491-9914. That's 800-491-9914.
The hour that packs a punch. It's Reese on the Radio on WTIC News Talk 1080.
All right, folks, we are back. Now, normally we would be doing Hollywood news. We'll get back to that when we get back on Monday when we're in the studio. But we, of course, are live at Avon Old Farms Hotel. We are hanging out with Majors Paula and Donald Spencer, having a great conversation with them about all that they do and all that Salvation Army does, and informing you how you could be a part of that. We're going to continue with that. I do want to give an update. Shows you how impressive each and every one of you are. So the last time we gave an update, we had $2,265. We are now at $2,465 since the last time we spoke. Joey's butt is getting colder and colder as we speak. Okay, so we are going to get it done. I think he's enthusiastic. I'm actually very, very enthusiastic. My heart will be broken if we do not reach that goal, because then I will blame myself, as I've often done, if something happens. Roseanne will tell you really weird stories about that. I take in this persona where if things don't work out, I'll blame myself. It's a weird thing. I need to work on that. But that's enough about me. When we come back again, we will continue our conversation with Majors Paula and Donald Spencer. We'll talk to them about the Salvation Army. We'll talk about how you can participate. The most important thing I want to get from you folks is telling people how they can volunteer, because some people do not know. And I mean, I don't know if you guys have shifts. I don't know if you can, like, can you give an hour a day, you know, things like that. So we'll talk about that as well. Also, where are we going to be Tuesday? Is it Tuesday we're going to be at the, I know that we're going to be at the other hotel, and that is the Homewood Suites, and that is going to be on Tuesday. That is Tuesday at 2 o'clock. Well, we're probably going to get there roughly about 11 as we do. So if you don't get to join us here, you get to join us at the Homewood Suites. Will you guys be at the Homewood Suites?
We will.
You will be there. Okay, good. So Homewood Suites on Tuesday. We'll be there at 11 o'clock, of course, until 6. We'll also find out whether or not we'll be able to get some food at the Homewood Suites Hotel. Joey? You have to find out. Okay. Food is important. You know why, right? Because Roseanne eats. She never finishes, but she eats. So we need to find out. Let's get another check of weather and traffic, because it's cold out there and it's dark. Tom O'Hanlon, he's filling in for Mark Christopher. He's in the BPS Traffic Center.
I'm Tom O'Hanlon from the BPS Lawyers Traffic Center. Westbound 84, we are jammed pretty tight from Route 2 over to and across the river into Hartford, and you don't get a break at all the way over into the area just past Parkville. We are solid traffic there. Looks like we could have a fender bender in the mix there too. We're keeping an eye on that. On the eastbound side of 84, it's stop and go, working your way up into Hartford through the same stretch. Not too bad, not nearly as bad as westbound 84. And Founders Bridge has a lot of traffic getting over into the Hartford side, so as you're crossing the river, you're feeling that. If you're heading down 91 from 291, about a mile below 291, we run into some traffic there. We have something happening there. Looks like a collision in the HOV lane on the southbound side. And if you're going up 91 into Hartford, so far so good. Route 2, stop and go up into 84. 3 is okay. And 91 southbound down into New Haven. We're in relatively good shape. 95 southbound busier through New Haven. Traffic and weather together on the 8s. WTIC News Talk 1080.
WTIC weather.
Cold and mostly cloudy tonight, low 21, so not much of a temperature drop for current levels. There'll be a few snow flurries in the area late tonight into tomorrow morning. We're concerned there can also be a few pockets of freezing drizzle that can cause slippery spots overnight. After any early morning flurries of drizzle, will stay mostly cloudy tomorrow afternoon. Not as cold as today, high 37. Mostly cloudy tomorrow night, low 25. Mostly cloudy on Sunday, high again, 37. Right now it is 23 in Torrington. It's 26 in Marlboro and 27 degrees in Hartford. This is meteorologist Bob Larson of the WTIC Weather Center.
Join us every Wednesday morning at 8:15 on WTIC News Talk 1080 for Elder Law Insights with attorney Haley Allaire from Allaire Elder Law Firm. Each week, attorney Allaire shares expert tips to help you plan for the future and navigate the complexities of elder law. Stay informed, stay empowered with Elder Law Insights on WTIC.
This is the Duke's country song. It's a song beer, it's got twang. That sounds good. Get Duke's Mayo at Hannaford. It's got twang.
Looking for the best ways to prepare for retirement this year? Then be sure to tune in to Johnson Brunetti's Money Wisdom tomorrow morning at 8:30 a.m. right here on WTIC News Talk 1080.
If you're one of the millions of Americans behind on your taxes, if you're afraid to open your mail because IRS collection letters could be coming, listen carefully. The IRS is cracking down, taking paychecks, freezing bank accounts, revoking passports. That's a fact. But here's what most people don't know. There are official tax relief programs designed to help struggling taxpayers. Programs that could save you thousands if you qualify. No one knows these programs better than the experts at Optima Tax Relief. Optima's award-winning team will fight to protect your paycheck, your passport, and your property. Their tax attorneys and licensed tax professionals will work tirelessly to get you the best deal possible with the IRS. Every day, penalties and interest keep piling up, so don't wait. Call Optima now for a free consultation.
Call 800-354-2840. 800-354-2840. 800-354-2840.
Optima Tax Relief. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
You're listening to Leaf.
1 minute.
Guru of gutter protection himself, Chris Cunahan, is here to take your most pressing leaf-related questions and bring you a special Black Friday offer.
Hey everybody, Chris here. I understand we have Ron on the line. Ron, where are you calling from?
Ron, are you calling from a ladder?
Well, I was. I wanted to ask Chris what I need to do to get my gutters ready to have leaf filter installed.
Oh, Ron, you don't have to do anything. A Leaf Filter Trusted Pro will come out and clean out your gutters, realign and seal your gutters, and install Leaf Filter, America's #1 gutter protection system.
So I didn't need to get on this ladder?
Ron, Leaf Filter Trusted Pros are in your neighborhood and ready to help. Just visit leaffilter.com/deal to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off.
Thank goodness. What was that site?
That's leaffilter.com/deal. And now, as
Anton.
Friday offer, you can get a free gutter inspection, plus up to 35% off. This is our best offer of the season. Unlock it now at leaffilter.com/deal. See representative for warranty details.
I'm Tom O'Hanlon, and you're listening to Reese on the Radio on WTIC News Talk 1080.
All right, we are back. Reese on the Radio here live at Avon Old Farms Hotel. I almost said hotel and casino, but don't tell people that. In Avon. And we're hanging out with Majors Paula, and Donald Spencer. You guys just were sent here to the greater Hartford area. Before I get to the volunteer part or how people can volunteer, how does it work out when you get sent to a particular area? Is it a regional, is it a need, or is it people moving because of, or aging out? Like, what's
it's a combination of all those things.
Okay.
And every, give or take, every June, there are some moves happen often. Salvation Army personnel all over the United States, if they're receiving a new assignment, generally that's it, but people retire, people move on. There are certain skill sets that are needed in certain places, and basically that's what it is. Leadership takes time, and they prayerfully consider where to send whom, and orders go out. And we say yes.
Can you disclose why you folks were chosen for the greater Hartford
Yes,
area?
because they sent us here.
That's it. Well, I mean, aside from that, I mean, no, I'm saying was there.
Yes.
Well, you folks have been around again together 34 years. I would assume that you guys deliver a certain quality to the Salvation Army that was necessary for a region. Not that Connecticut doesn't do well as far as with the Salvation Army, but there was nothing in particular that you guys. Well, did you ever have a dream of living here, or have you lived here?
Well, we know the exits now. We've driven through Hartford and figured out the left exits and driven through Connecticut more times than we can count.
Was this moving here in July? Was this the first time you had ever had to live in the area, or was it? Okay.
Actually, that is incorrect. Right out of high school, I worked at the Salvation Army in Stamford.
Okay.
For a year and a half.
Yeah, that's
before I went
nothing
into
like
the training
up here.
school. No, it is not.
Stanford
not at all.
is like what we call northern New York.
I'm 61, and I was just out of high school, so that was quite some time ago.
Okay.
And
all right.
The Salvation Army will move us. We have said and know going in that they will move us and can move us anytime, and we will go. We say we will go. So now we will stay in the Northeast.
Okay.
So we've been.
You've been around long enough that they keep you regional.
Well, there are 4 Salvation Army territories in America.
They will keep
Ours
us
is
there.
in the Northeast,
Right.
and you pretty much stay within that territory.
Within that territory.
Yes.
If you don't mind me asking,
Nope.
how many times have you moved around?
Somebody just asked us. I think this is I think our 11th moved
Wow.
in those
Yeah.
years. So our average is 4 to 6 years with our children. So we have 3 adult boys. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a reason why I'm asking.
That's okay.
I'm in radio.
Okay.
This business,
You
and
guys
Joey
move around
will
a
tell
lot.
you.
Right.
Well, maybe not Joey. Joey's been in one spot for 22 years. He's
Right.
practically.
There you go.
He's got roots, and I mean literal ones, in the soil around here. Is that a strain? Being in radio, I lived in 4 states in a year and a half doing radio. Is it how much of a strain, if any, or is it just come with the territory and you become comfortable with it?
Yeah, I think for me, it's come with the territory. I know and have said it's not something you sign up for and then I didn't know that's going to happen. Like we know that can happen.
Yeah.
And they do take into consideration certain things like when our kids were in high school, are they going to graduate? We don't want to, if we can avoid it, we don't want to move you. So our oldest 2 boys did graduate in one spot, and then we moved, and our youngest graduated somewhere else. And so
Is that difficult on the kids? Because I had one who had to, he wouldn't move to Boston with me, and that was difficult.
Well, our oldest and his wife are Salvation Army officers
Okay, all right,
themselves
so
down
there
in
you go.
Wilmington,
Okay.
Delaware.
I got you.
And then both of our other 2 have settled down in certain areas, but both attend and support, and they're local Salvation Armies. So one in Massachusetts, one in Maryland. So
That's incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, no, I'm just saying, I can imagine.
it can be.
Yeah, but you work it out.
I think we did.
Yeah, no, I think you have. I wanted to talk about volunteering. People who wish to. I would
Yes.
love to. I'm one of those people saying, well, I don't know if I could dedicate enough time to the Salvation Army. My life is busy.
Right.
A lot of
Yeah.
people feel that way. But they do, and I think the only thing that really prevents them is they don't have an understanding or know how they can volunteer. Do you have some tips on that?
So they would contact our office. Again, we do have to have a little bit of a vetting process, we would do that through our DHQ. But we won't say, oh, you have to come for this many hours. If you can just do an hour or 2, we will fit you somewhere, or we will welcome that. Because, again, every little bit adds up and helps.
Sure.
And sometimes, like you said, when people work, I can, come during my lunch hour. I can come here. I can do. So we would just find where we could fit you best, whether there's more opportunities right now at Christmas time, but throughout the year. There's our food pantry we bag food and do things like that to have it prepared and ready the days that we have our food pantry. And there are just other ways that we could put you to work. So you would just connect with us again, Greater Hartford, .salvationarmy.org, and our information, our email, both of our emails are on there, and we will connect you how to do that.
Give me some of the interesting volunteer opportunities with the Salvation Army.
Okay. Well, I'm going to say right now, so at Christmas we were just talking, we will deliver 950 meals to seniors, shut-ins, 55 and older who have signed up. We did it at Thanksgiving, and we'll do it again. So during that week, we pack the meals. So we have the meals already in like a TV tray, kind of, for lack of better. And then we have one of those little table talk pies.
Okay.
And then we'll do a juice box. So we have to assemble that into a bag, box them up to where they're going to go. So we're doing that on Christmas Eve.
Wow.
And then on Christmas Day, we go out to the senior center just because of parking and areas, how we do it. And volunteers will line up to receive a route, and we will then give them 4 to 6 or so.
Oh, you give them an actual route
Oh,
that they
we
can
do.
go on to?
on the
Wow.
door,
We will
talk
do
to
it
the person,
actually.
give
We
them the
will,
food. Yeah.
as they line up, we will say, they have said they will come. And so it's coordinated, so you're not going all over the city or anything. But so as close as they can be. And anywhere from 4 to 6 or so, they will take 4 to 6 meals and deliver them to people knocking on the door. And a good thing about that is not just the meal, but it's some people who would not get a visit or a Merry Christmas on Christmas morning. So those are 2 interesting ways that you can volunteer, whether it's, packing. And I know it's difficult. People go to see their families, but I had met somebody here this morning, said, what opportunity do you have on Christmas morning? Because my family's not coming till later on. And I said, I've got the perfect thing for you.
Yeah,
so,
that's one of the things that I've noticed about this is that Christmas, a growing number of people who celebrate Christmas are celebrating it alone, or a lot of people don't have kids,
Right.
and they do want to give. I know the younger kids are always talking about service and stuff like that. Groups like Alcoholics Anonymous are talking about doing things like, they do like what's called the Alcathon, which is a 24-hour Alcoholics Anonymous meeting. But a lot of those folks, I always hear saying, hey, I was doing Salvation Army work and doing stuff like that. So, driving around and giving folks or, giving seniors meals is always great. I'm assuming there's a toy element to this where they hand out toys?
There is a toy element. So we have through the middle of October to December 1st have had an online application for families in need of if they have children that are 12 and under can apply, and so they have done that, and now we are doing our best to fulfill all those requests. So through toy drives, through just different avenues.
Store.
Yes, exactly, because the holiday store, people are going to start bringing. We had some teddy bears come in this morning. They will come, and we will match all those toys up with these families. So this coming week, we're sorting and packing toys for the families. That will happen, and then the following week they will come in. They have certain meeting times, days and times that they will come in, and we will get that to each family. So that's about 7. It's going to be close to maybe 750 families by the time we have said and done through the greater Hartford area that we have.
Only 750. I thought that.
Well, that's families. That's not kids.
Okay,
so that's going to be closer to that's going to be closer to almost 2,000 or more kids. So that's just families, and that multiplies more into kids. So
toys,
yes,
that kind of thing.
it's
Major Donald. Let me ask you this: how the requests that families make or kids make for toys?
Yep.
Do we get some outlandish ones? I mean, the kids can be a little inventive.
Well, you're asking me. That is my wife's domain.
Oh, is it? Okay,
It is
really?
my
Okay,
domain.
okay.
I'm going to say on the average, no. I think kids are just even.
No kid has ever asked for a Power Wheel or something like that. I would. No.
They probably have.
Probably,
but,
okay.
But mostly what are asked for are just, I don't want to say the basics, but board games, whatever happens to be,
I'm assuming Lego is on that
Legos
list.
is always on the cars, trucks, those kinds. Just really, you would think, but no, basic, what we all like to play with. It's all come back around, hasn't it?
Yeah.
But no, a lot of them, and we'll get even on our forms because we ask, what would your wish list? What would you?
Sure.
We can't guarantee because again, people buy things and bring them in. We try to match it up, but many parents will just say, I am grateful for anything. And so that to me is so humbling because they're just grateful for what we can give to them. And so, there's a lot of times that they'll just say, we're grateful for anything.
On this front, and I was talking to Netzie at Marshall House, which I thought was interesting, in talking about my own personal struggles with being homeless. Netzie had told me that they immediately started seeing many children 15 to 18 who were homeless and needed a place to stay, and Marshall House found a way to at least assist in some of those. When Christmas time comes around, it's very difficult for those teenagers.
It is.
Does Salvation Army do anything for those, like that age group or anything like that? Is there anything that is that a more difficult
It is very
need?
difficult. The reason that for many years it kind of stops at 12, I want to say it stops at 12. If somebody has a need, we'll look, because it's difficult once they hit kind of older than that to get things like that. And in fact, we do try to ask for older kids. Not that because everybody wants to buy a doll, everybody wants to buy a truck, everybody wants to buy a Barbie, and we are very grateful for that. But we try to say, if you could think of some teenager gifts which would be like Bluetooth headphones, a Bluetooth speaker, sports equipment, bath and body for girls, and cologne and things for guys. They ask for that kind of things, and so we do our best, especially like you said at the shelter, to meet needs because if they're alone living there, they're probably not getting anything.
Yeah, that's exactly, because I know that kind of the holidays are difficult on a lot of people, and I would imagine teenagers.
And at our guests at the Marshall House, that's a different issue than what she's
Right.
discussing
Sure,
with
sure.
At age 12. That's
Yeah,
definitely
the reason why I thought about that is because I remember.
Most definitely.
I remember a lot of cold Christmases, but I remember a lot of lonely ones as well.
most definitely.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that can be an issue. Major Donald, what is your, I would say, the best part of what you do for the Salvation Army? Like if you get, like the thing that you wake up in the morning excited to do as a.
That's a great question. But it's hard to answer because there's a few of them.
Okay,
and I will simply tell you, at this time of year, we're very busy, but there are just so many people that come to us. Mike mentioned it an hour or so ago. And I don't mean to embarrass you or Joey or anybody else, but you folks want to help, and you come to us when we put a need out there. And you put a need out there the other day. Somebody stepped up. That is humbling to me, but it's a lot of joy. I like the folks that have come in. They're typical of people that put in the red kettle, that volunteer. It's like we're saying thank you, and they're thanking us.
Yeah.
And it's just that. It's almost a partnership. And as a new person in a new community, just seeing all those people come, and it'll happen all year round, but especially at Christmas time. That's really my favorite part right now. It's people, and the Salvation Army is in the people business. Yeah. Even my wife and I, yes, we do administrative work by and large, but it's people stuff. We're all about the men and women, the boys and girls in need, and whether they come to us or we go to them. Very desperate situations, if you've experienced and described, the anti-human trafficking part of it, the grandparents we're helping with life skills and activity, or the children who come every week and sing and play in our gymnasium. A whole range of things. It's just a chance to be with people because, and forgive me, but it's who I am. God made us to enjoy company.
Nothing to forgive.
And we are spiritual beings, and we are meant for community, and that's what it's all about. Our motivation is that. Certainly divine community is what the ultimate goal is, but just you and I talking, it's a natural thing. And we don't live in a vacuum, and I just like that, especially this time of year, all these people coming to the Army. I am blessed, and I use that with a capital B, and really grateful because God has taken this loner who would prefer to be in a room alone playing his video games, even at 61, and there is great joy in being around people. There is just, people are so different and varied, and to see them come in just to this particular event is just wonderful for me. That's really, without lying to you, a highlight for me.
I couldn't agree with you more. We got to take a break, but we got to end it here. And I want to thank both of you.
Absolutely.
Major Paula, Major Donald Spencer, both of you. Thank you so much.
Thank
and
you.
by the way, you got to get in sports broadcasting because your voice is phenomenal.
There you go.
You have no idea. All right, let's get another check of the weather and traffic. Tom O'Hanlon, he's in for Mark Christopher. He's in the BPS Traffic Center.
I'm Tom O'Hanlon from the BPS Lawyers Traffic Center. 84 westbound, still looking at that traffic heading on over to the river as you're working your way westbound Route 2. That's the heaviest. Then it gets a little bit better than it was crossing over into Hartford. On the westbound side of 84, also over past Parkville, we're still looking at some residual delays from an earlier fender bender. Looks like it got pushed off to the side. On the eastbound side of 84, we're pretty good. On 91 going southbound, fairly slow, heading down below 291, about a half a mile below 291 down into Hartford. Then it clears up. Now on the northbound side, we have a report of a car off on the side of the road right near Jennings Road, and also we're looking at 291. That's in pretty good shape. Moving on Route 3, 91's okay down into New Haven. 95 stop and go through New Haven if you're going southbound. Traffic and weather together on the 8th. WTIC News Talk 1080.
WTIC weather.
Mostly cloudy and cold tonight, not as cold as last night, low 21. There will be a few snow flares in the area late tonight into tomorrow morning. We can't rule out a few pockets of freezing drizzle that could lead to slick spots. For the rest of tomorrow, mostly cloudy and not as cold. Any drizzle ending, high 37. Mostly cloudy tomorrow night, low 25. Will stay mostly cloudy on Sunday with a high of 37. Back to colder weather on Monday. A good deal of sunshine and breezy. Monday's high just 26 degrees. Temperatures could drop into the single digits once again Monday night. Tuesday becoming mostly cloudy, very cold. Could be snow showers in the afternoon. Tuesday's high 27 degrees. For Wednesday, not as cold with mostly cloudy. Could be a touch of snow, sleet, or rain at a high up to 40. I'm meteorologist Bob Larson of the WTIC Weather Center.
Get a head start to your day with WTIC
News Talk 1080.
Listen to us live on the Odyssey app before you even hit the road. Get the breakdown on the biggest news stories that Connecticut is talking about. To get started, download the Odyssey app and search for WTIC News Talk 1080. And now, a WTIC news update.
5:30, 26 degrees. I'm John Silva, WTIC 1080 News. Federal Vaccine Advisory Committee voted today to end a long-standing recommendation that all U.S. babies get the hepatitis B vaccine on the day they are born. For decades, the government has advised that all babies be vaccinated against the liver infection right after birth. Fire in Colchester left a home in ruins. Blaze broke out Thursday night just before midnight on North Pond Way. Family living in the home was able to get out safely. Firefighters were challenged somewhat in fighting that blaze by the elements and by the lack of hydrants in that area. There's no word yet on a cause. Lockdown lifted earlier today at a school in Litchfield. A bullet was found in a classroom floor at Lakeview High. The superintendent there says the live round came from a student. No gun was involved. Lockdown was lifted around 11:30. Missing mother and her 3 children have been located. Granby police say they've been searching for 43-year-old Abigail Blanchard, her 2 daughters and son since Tuesday. Police this morning said they were found safe in Georgia. They'll have more to say as that case unfolds. 1 person dead, another injured following a 2-vehicle crash last night in Wallingford. 2-vehicle crash on Grebe Road around 6:30. 38-year-old Jason Miller's vehicle collided head-on with another. He was pronounced dead. The other driver was taken to an area hospital for treatment. World Cup draw began today. President Trump, Mexico President Claudia Sheinbaum, and Canada Prime Minister Mark Carney all selecting balls of their own countries from bowls during a ceremony at the Kennedy Center for the Performing Arts. On Wall Street, markets ended the week on an up note. The Dow gained 104 points, the Nasdaq up 72, and the S&P up 13. For these stories and more, go to WTIC.com. I'm John Silva, WTIC 1080 News.
Hi, I'm Joe with SimpleSaleUSA.com, and I buy houses cash. If you own a house and want to sell it fast at a fair price, call me at 203-896-4000. I can pay cash and close in as little as 7 days. I buy houses in any condition, any price range, and more importantly, anywhere in Connecticut. I'm a private real estate investor who buys several houses a month, and I want to buy more. I buy inherited houses, divorce houses, behind in payment houses. I even buy my tenant won't pay me the rent houses. Do you own a house that is trash and needs thousands of dollars in repairs? Great, because I love buying junk houses. I buy vacant houses, abandoned houses, condemned houses, and even foreclosure houses. If you own a house and want to sell it fast, call me at 203-896-4000. That's 203-896-4000. 203-896-4000.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. We're not one of the big guys. Truth is, we don't want to be. If you're over 50, Big Wireless probably has you paying for more data than you might need. You could be throwing away thousands over a lifetime.
Our entry-level data plans start at just $20 a month. And for a limited time, switch and get your second month free. Call 1-888-FREEDOM, visit consumercellular.com or a store near you and get your second month free today. Plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing. See site for additional details.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm, and Chuck McDowell, definitely not an attorney. This is Chuck. Do you feel stupid for buying a timeshare? Don't. It's not your fault. You were most likely told you could rent it, and it was a great financial investment. And the deal was available today only. If this happened to you, contact your resort or Wesley Financial Group for help today.
Call Wesley now for your free exit information. 800-242-3131. 800-242-3131.
The Odyssey app lets you jump back to the moments you missed from WTIC News Talk 1080. Download the free Odyssey app, search WTIC News Talk 1080, and tap earlier today to get started.
Hey, we are back. It's Reese on the Radio. Roseanne on the Radio is here. I want to thank all the folks at the Salvation Army who have been a part of the show today. Michael Baldelli, who is Public Relations and Marketing Manager. And, of course, as you just heard, Major Paula and Donald Spencer on the program. I want to spend a lot of time with them because you know, a lot of people forget about the religious aspect to the Salvation Army. And
Well, think about it. It's the Salvation Army.
yeah, exactly. You know, it's so funny because I'm listening to it in my head and I'm going, how did I not make that connection?
Yeah.
Like all of these years, they never made that connection. But the work they do is so great, and who they are great people. They're so kind and very humble, and in a lot of ways, I'm ashamed of myself in a weird way being around. I am.
Listen,
you know,
God
because I don't
gives us-
volunteer that much.
God gives us all our gifts, right?
Yeah.
Your gift is this. You have an amazing voice, a phenomenal recall. You have a desire to bring the news to people. You get in the mix, you stir crap up, and then you fling it in the air and let it fall. That's your talent, right? That is your gift. That's what God has blessed you with. That's your little wheel, your little cog in this great machine that keeps the universe going. So don't feel ashamed of yourself. Just understand, respect, appreciate, and thank God for the gift that He gave you. I'm still looking for mine.
It's a good thing I keep you around.
You're welcome. I keep you humble.
Goodness gracious.
I did want to say something though real quick when you were asking them about the moving around piece.
Yeah.
I'm sitting over here going, are you crazy for that's great stability. Is it nerve-wracking? And I'm thinking, no.
You love moving around.
It was my life. I was a military
I
brat.
know.
I was a military wife, and then I joined the
My
military.
biggest argument with Roseanne is developing roots in one place and never going anywhere, and she
To
doesn't
you, it's
understand
roots.
that.
To me, it's moss.
Goodness gracious. Let me read a couple of comments here. Holly says, love the Salvation Army holiday store. Shout out to Mike Baldelli and Reese. John Beckman, all the way in Las Vegas, says, at my grocery store, there's a Salvation Army out front. I always put bills into the bucket when I go shopping. Now, look, I got to say this about John Beckman.
Hold on. I got to go back to this Holly.
Okay, Holly?
So
what,
that name looks really familiar, Holly. And if you're listening,
okay,
you better get your butt down here.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
That's all I'm saying,
You
girl.
got 23 minutes, Holly.
Like, I better see you shortly, Miss
Okay,
Holly.
so it looks like somebody knows
Name
who Holly
5389.
Yes.
That's all I'm saying.
So, okay, sorry. John Beckman, back to what I was saying there, really. Okay, so John Beckman is all the way out in Las Vegas. He says he always puts money inside the I've got to say this about John Beckman. If you really want to get John Beckman angry, you only need to say one name. And that name is Michael Jordan.
Oh.
Why does Michael Jordan
Did he lose a lot of money on Jordan?
No, Jordan apparently gambles.
Right. Well,
No.
that's not news.
And apparently John Beckman beat Jordan. And Jordan owes him a considerable amount of money.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That reminds me real quick before we get off the topic of John Beckman. Beckman, go ahead and hit me up. I will send you my Cash App. I am taking donations this year for my
Tom
my needs.
O'Hanlon is in for Mark Christopher, the Brown Penderson Scott Traffic Center. We'll be back.
I'm Tom O'Hanlon from the BPS Lawyers Traffic Center. 84 westbound still has that traffic we all across the river. Going up 2, you're feeling it for that last half mile or so, getting up into 84. Now, crossing the river, it's still pretty busy, but a little bit better as you're going westbound through Hartford. Now, it is still slow there, but then it eases up as you're getting out of the city. On the eastbound side of 84, that's been moving with stop-and-go traffic, but easier than it was. By the way, if you're going westbound across the river, Founders Bridge still pretty heavy over to the Hartford side. And as we look at your ride heading down 91, it's still pretty busy in Windsor. On the northbound side, we also have a car off of the shoulder right by Jennings Road. Looks like people are just slowing down to see what that's all about, but not a big deal. And also looking at 291, that's in good shape. Road K and Route 3, 91 southbound's all right into New Haven, 95 southbound busy through New Haven. Traffic and weather together on the 8s. WTIC News Talk 1080.
WTIC weather.
Mostly cloudy tonight. A cold night, but not as cold as last night. Not much of a temperature drop. A low of 21. A few snow flurries will be in the area later tonight and for a while tomorrow morning. And we can't rule out a few pockets of freezing drizzle. All that could lead to slippery spots, particularly bridges and overpasses after any early morning flurries and drizzle. We'll stay mostly cloudy tomorrow afternoon, not as cold, a high of 37. Mostly cloudy tomorrow night and on Sunday. Low tomorrow night 25. By Sunday 37. Breezy and colder again Monday. Sunshine but a high of only 26. Right now it is 23 in Winstead. It's 26 degrees in Bristol and 27 degrees in Hartford. I'm meteorologist Bob Larson of the WTIC Weather Center.
Join us this Sunday for Tumalo Financial, your go-to for retirement planning and taxes. Tune in to the father-son duo from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. or catch replay from 5 to 6 p.m. Tumalo Financial, retirement planning with integrity on WTIC News Talk 1080.
This holiday season, when you get them STIHL, batteries are included. Buy select battery tool sets and get a free extra battery. Visit STIHLUSA.com for gift ideas and seasonal savings. Happy holidays from STIHL. Offer valid for a limited time only at participating dealers while supplies last.
Be a guest at your own holiday party. Let Highland Park Market do the work. From vegetable platters, cold cut platters, and gourmet party platters to a full catered event. Nobody does it better than Highland Park Market. Only in Manchester, Glastonbury, Farmington, and at highlandparkmarket.com.
Hi guys, this is the Rocket Roger Clemens. You don't pitch in the majors for 24 years without feeling it later. Shoulders, elbows, knees. Trust me, pain doesn't retire when you do.
That's baseball legend Roger Clemens.
I tried the ice, I tried rest, PT, nothing really worked. When I heard about QC Kinetics, the concept sounded promising. Non-surgical regenerative treatments that help your body heal itself without surgery. Sign me up, just what I needed, real lasting relief.
Whether you're a former pro, a weekend golfer, or just want to walk around pain-free again, QC Kinetics uses cutting-edge technology and natural biologics to help restore and repair damaged tissue.
I trusted them with my joints. Now I'm back doing what I love.
Call QC Kinetics today and schedule your free consultation.
Call QC Kinetics, 860-440-PAIN. That's 860-440-PAIN. 860-440-PAIN.
Jingle
1 minute.
bells jingle all the way.
Nick, what are you doing?
Well, Adam, Thanksgiving is over, so it's officially time for the holidays.
And it's time for our Legacy Box Cyber Monday sale. Legacy Box is the most meaningful gift you can give this holiday season. It's simple, safe, and has been trusted by millions.
That's right. It's our best sale of the year. Right now, when you go to LegacyBox.com, you can save an unreal 65% on your Legacy Box.
And for a limited time, you can preserve your tapes, film reels, and photos for as low as $27, saving you hundreds.
Hurry, our best sale of the year won't last long. Visit LegacyBox.com for an unreal 65% off during our Cyber Week sale. With limited quantities ready to ship, this deal will go fast.
And 10.
Cyber Week sale now at LegacyBox.com/value to take 65% off. Buy your Legacy Box today and send in when you're ready. LegacyBox.com/value.
What's up, everybody? You know who it is.
You know who it is.
You know who it is. It's Reese on the Radio. Frederick Douglass of the 21st century.
It's WTIC News Talk 1080.
Well, we have come to the end of our first day at the holiday store. Roseanne, what do you make of it so far? Now that you actually, instead of sitting on the sidelines while I'm actually on the air, you got to be a part of it and be on the air. What do you make of it, your experience thus far?
Well, next time I'm bringing a space heater to put under the table.
Don't blame you for that.
Yeah. I'm actually having a really good time. But again, any time I do almost anything with you, I'm having a good time. Doesn't really matter what we're doing.
No.
So
now the most important thing for you is to
Food.
eat. Yes. You need
Feed me.
Yes, you need meatloaf. We will do what we can
yes,
to
does
make
anybody
sure
know where we can get meatloaf in or around Farmington, Avon?
Yeah, if you're in the
please?
chat room and you know where she can get meatloaf.
Meatloaf. It's weird,
Really?
I know.
Meatloaf?
I've been hankering for some meatloaf for, it's been a couple weeks now.
And the
Come
menu
on.
here does not say meatloaf?
No meatloaf.
None at all?
No.
Okay.
I read it.
Really?
Yeah.
I never read the menu.
I know. You have me for that. You don't read.
It's not that I don't.
You don't read. Don't lie. Don't lie to the people.
It's not about not reading.
I read, and then I give you the Cliff's notes.
Cliff notes.
Yeah. Cliff's notes.
Cliff's.
Yeah, Cliff tells me what to
Yes.
tell you, and I give that to you.
Do you know what the whole thing with this reading thing is and why I think it's completely overrated? Because it's a menu. And when I go to restaurants, they usually read me the specials. That's that's what I do when I go in there. It's like, what are the specials that you have? And they tell me the specials.
With you, I'm beginning to appreciate the reading anything, directions, a menu, a book. You will listen for keywords. You'll scan everything, keywords, and put together your own synopsis and be completely off.
I think that's a guy thing, though.
I don't know. It might be, but I don't know.
Reading takes time, and I don't have the time.
Yes, you do.
I don't have the
You
time.
lack the desire. There's a difference.
This is also true. I
All
do
right.
lack the desire.
Yes.
Anyway, so a lot of people came by, and they were talking about some of the furniture places that you can go to. I just want you to understand this, okay? We just need a couch, maybe a love seat.
You're so cute.
No, just come on.
I
hear me
know.
out.
I'm listening.
We need a couch.
It doesn't mean anything, but I'm listening. You know what I hear?
What?
Wah, 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 wah.
I'm
That's what I
going to
hear.
get it out for the record.
Go ahead, get it out.
The
Come on.
reason why is because if there's ever a time when I need this for, divorces happen.
Not this time. We've discussed
No,
it.
I'm just saying. I want
Blood in,
a
blood out.
couch, a love seat. A coffee table would be nice, but not necessary. A TV stand. No, to put the TV on.
Right, you've got a weird thing about walls. I got it.
Yes, I don't want anything on the wall. I
Right.
hate putting
I
holes
know,
in walls.
I know. I'll call a guy for that.
No, I don't want it.
I know.
Just put it on a stand. And you put it on the stand, and then that's fine. Okay, and then a bed, regular bed. Only thing I ask for is for a king-size bed. Please.
I don't want a king-size bed. You're
No.
too far. We have a king-size bed now, and we have to roll 37 times each just to meet in the middle.
I don't want...
Do you know how cold it is for me in the middle of the night?
Yes, I know, but I want you to have all the room in the world.
No. You want you to have all the room in the world. I want to be warm. You are warm.
I am a 6'3" man.
Grizzly bear.
A grizzly bear. Thank
That's
you,
right.
Roland. Thank you.
And he keeps me warm. And if
I
we
know.
get a king-size bed, you've got all that space over there, and I'm cold.
But it's like, you know what it is? You are easy to wake up. Now,
Yes.
have you ever met anyone who's like that? All you have to do is move an inch in the bed, and that person gets up and they're annoyed. Roseanne, if my watch light goes off in the middle of the night, you would think that someone put a helicopter lamp inside the bedroom. And she treats it like, and she's not irritated by the light from my watch. She is angered by it. She will wake up by
Well, because
that little...
I have to get up out of the bed and quietly walk all the way around to find a way to conceal the light. You can't appreciate it because you can't see. You need everything at full blast light.
She does this thing, Joey, that's the best and the funniest in the world. So I'll wake up in the morning because she's irritated by this light, and every one of my electronic devices will be face down on the nightstand.
Or covered by something.
Or covered by something.
Well,
And
now
I'm-
we know why Reese doesn't answer the early morning text.
Never.
No.
Never.
Listen, I'm so acutely aware of the light that even in the house, you know what? I forgot to remove the tape. The light in the house in San Antonio, all of the plugs have a little light on it to show you whether it's been tripped or not. I covered all of those with electrical tape
Yeah.
because the light is so bright.
The little light in
This is going totally 360.
Right.
So you must have loved living in his hobbit cave because it was probably dark.
I slept in his hobbit cave one time.
And she hated it.
I hated it. That
She did.
mattress was atrocious.
My wife Erin likes it dark. Like, I need to live in a cave, and I'm like, I need light. I like the light. I can sleep in broad daylight in the middle of 84, no problem.
You can have lights in that room over there. The bedroom is pitch black.
No, I can't.
Listen, I want to be able to stumble over crap on my way to the bathroom in the middle of the night. I want to stay asleep.
I can't, I'm up every night at least once or twice.
So-
At my old age, I guess it's a guy thing.
In Texas, we have a light or we have a plug and it's one of those multi-plugs. So it's like a big plate of plugs or outlets. You put them on the thing and you've got multiple.
It's blue. The light
But that's a
is
relaxing
blue.
light. It's
No,
blue
it's
light,
not.
It's relaxing.
No,
It's a blue
it's
light.
not. Blue light triggers the optic nerve and tells your brain it's sunshine, wake up.
And so I woke up
True
in the
story, look
morning
it up.
when I bought that thing to a piece of black electrical tape.
Two pieces.
Two votes, two.
Because one was not. It came through the one.
I can't. And so now, if I wake up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom, I do the worst thing a husband can do.
Turn on the light.
No, I take my phone and I click it on so I can at least see where I'm going, and that will wake her up. She doesn't have to hear a sound. It is the light that will trigger her and will wake her up. You notice there's no resistance
I might know
to this.
someone where I can get you like some night vision goggles.
I think I may need
So
them.
when you get up at night, just throw
Throw
those
them
on
on.
and
Listen,
night vision, like
you
arm
can-
crawl through the floor
You
so
can
no one
gripe
sees you on top
all
of
you
it.
want, but let me tell you the difference between men and women.
Yes.
A woman can hear her child cough
Okay.
in the other room in the dead of night.
Yes.
Mother will wake up and go find the baby and
And you
figure out
will-
what's wrong. You, men, mortars could be dropping on the house. People could be kicking the doors and get on the ground, and you would not budge. A baby farts in another room, and every woman is awake trying to figure out whose kid farted.
See, I have an out though, because if I sleep on my left side, I'm deaf in my right ear.
Ah.
So that's my out. I
Yes.
hear nothing if I'm on the left.
Convenient.
Yep.
Convenient.
But I don't-
You have no excuses, but you can't sleep on your left side because
No, I
you
can't.
snore.
I snore. That's right. If I sleep on my left, I snore.
It's
So
so
you
weird.
make me sleep
I do.
opposite you.
Right. You
so
have
I
to
don't snore.
You have to fall asleep on your left side so you can snuggle me and make me all hot and sweaty. And then once you start snoring, I push you and I'm like, all right, that's enough. Turn around. You're making me sick.
She doesn't actually. You know what was the thing that you should do
No.
underneath my
I
nose
don't,
or whatever?
I don't. I used to gently just tickle like your ear or your nose or something. But now I've noticed that if I just go like this and I touch your face, you stop snoring.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
You have me trained like an animal.
You are like a
Basically,
little
yeah,
seal.
you're like a ferret in bed.
I'm not sure I like how that sounded.
Well, I want to read. Let me see. So Jerry, who was here earlier, he says, I prefer a king-size bed as well.
Nope.
I hope you get it.
I'm like 50-50 here.
Well, you like the king-size
I like
bed?
No, I hate a king-size bed.
Why?
It's too dang big.
Okay.
I should not have to like somersault to get in bed.
Okay. So queen size.
Queen size I'm good with.
Okay.
And I need a little light.
Oh.
So I'm 50-50 with both of you here. I'm like Switzerland.
I don't know.
It got to be dark, man.
What is with you, nocturnal?
Science.
I
Science.
need it dark,
Science.
and I set my room up so I know where.
Does it have to be dead quiet?
I know once I get up at like 2 in the morning to use the bathroom, I know where everything is, so I know how to
Exactly.
walk.
I don't stub a toe. I'm not
Do you have
banging
to
a
sleep
knee.
in dead silence though?
Yeah.
No, I sleep with the fan on.
So I need something. Either it's if we're
Audiobook.
Yeah, okay, that's
Usually.
another thing. She's got to sleep with the audiobook. Now,
no. See, my wife would sleep in solitary confinement. She'd
Okay.
be completely. That would be her dream sleep is solitary confinement.
Well, you still
dead
have young
silence.
kids, right?
Well, they're 17.
Oh, okay. Well,
See,
still.
this one's got to have the audiobook. And I'll be honest with you, I am not a Harry Potter fan, but thanks to her, I know the whole bloody series.
Yeah. I made my daughter watch them all.
Yeah,
too.
you watch them all, but you have to listen to them in
Watch
audiobook.
this.
I've got to listen to this
Watch
one.
this. Snape.
Snape.
Severus Snape.
Dumbledore. Can't stop it.
You're welcome.
Stupid thing that you made me watch on the video. I hate it. See, again, I know everything it is to know about it because she would listen to that audiobook. I wake up in the morning, and if it's not that, it is, what's his name? Jeremy Irons reading The Alchemist.
Yes.
That's another one that she's got to go to sleep.
I need just like fan noise or crickets from Alexa.
Really?
Or rain outside. Yeah.
I will use that noise stuff to go to sleep, but once I get to bed, it will wake me up and I got to turn it
Well,
off.
my brain will just go off on its own tangent. Like, if left to its own devices, I mean, my hair's falling out. I'm losing teeth. There's earthquakes and tsunamis. You're having all kinds of affairs. So I need something to sort of gently guide my brain. And so if it's guided by Harry Potter or The Alchemist or the Outlander series, which I'm also fond of, then you're not having affairs.
You have
so,
Do you have the Outlander on audiobook?
Of course I do. I feel like you don't even know
I wish
me.
I could be as complicated as you.
No, you're simple. You drink gray paste. That's how you get your nutrition. Your head touches a
Soylent.
pillow, you will pass out, and you poop.
See, I can't. My wife's that way. She hits the pillow and she's out.
I don't get it.
I need to toss and turn 37 times. I got to yawn 14 times. I got to stretch at least 6. Like, it's an Olympic event for me to fall asleep.
Yeah.
4 hours later, I wake up. I'm good to go.
4 hours. You heard that? 4 hours he's sleeping.
You
just
don't
like
sleep
me.
4 hours anymore.
How many hours
No.
do I sleep?
Now you sleep like a solid 8.
I don't remember that.
I know, because you're asleep for it.
I can't. That's too much. I got to bed at 11. I was up at 3:15.
Goodness gracious.
He used to be that way. I've broken him of that.
I can't.
Listen, it is better for your heart, your actual cardiovascular system, and the regeneration of your brain
See,
if you sleep at least 8 hours.
I'm betting on science. 'Cause
That is science.
But here's the science to the point. In 40 years, when I'm having all those issues, we'll have something to fix
How
it.
old are you?
44.
Yeah, he could do that.
You want to
now.
wait that long?
Nah, he could do it now at
See,
44.
Years ago, we weren't. Now we're 3D printing body parts.
Yeah,
That's
look at
true.
that.
I
Who
saw
knows
that.
where we're going to be in 30 years?
Do you know what he's talking about? Did you see that story?
No, I have
Okay,
not.
well then
I have to see
we'll
it.
talk
Yeah.
later.
Duh.
Just like when I was in
It's a
middle
heart
school.
in Switzerland.
No, it was high school. One of my teachers had an artificial valve put in, and I hated taking tests because it was silent, and all you hear was. And you can tell if the paper he was grading, the kid's got a good grade or a bad grade.
Because
Based
of
on
the
the ticket?
If it was like
pace.
going faster, like, oh, that kid's screwed.
That guy's an idiot. Oh crap, that was my paper.
I would bring that kid in. I would bring that guy in for show and tell.
It was great.
My dad, he's a ticking time bomb. That's show him an F paper.
So maybe that's why I need some sound when I go to sleep. Now I was traumatized
Ugh.
in high school.
I can't. I don't know. Maybe you're right. Maybe I just go to sleep. I'm comfortable with going to sleep. I don't let my brain go.
It's not a choice. And we've watched those studies that show you that a woman's brain, when we sleep, only 30% of our brain shuts off. The other 70% is constantly scanning the external atmosphere. And it's predominantly assumed it's because we are raising children.
Yeah, so
right?
I go to sleep, my brain's going beep, 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 beep,
Yeah.
beep, beep, like
Men-
Woody Woodpeckers in there.
70% of the male brain shuts down during sleep. The 30% that's still awake is the part that's dreaming.
Yeah, but I feel I don't use even 70% of my brain during the day.
Well-
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Well,
Nobody does.
Nobody does exactly.
but what I'm saying is the female brain doesn't shut down, so we are constantly. Remember, you put women in a room by ourselves. What is she doing?
That's why women are always tired and angry.
Yeah, this is true. You've never been able to talk yourself into a good idea. Anyway, as
Except
that being
you.
said, as I always say, radio is free, so we thank you for paying attention. Remember to keep JC in your hearts and in your mind. Sean Patrick, we love you and we miss you. Remember that panic is not planning, so plan your work and work your plan. Me, I'm Reese on the Radio. You, thank you for giving today. Don't forget to text WTIC to 31333. We can get those numbers up. We will see you back here on Monday. Have a wonderful weekend. For Roseanne, say goodnight, Roseanne.
Good night, Roseanne.
I'm Reese on the Radio, Joey on the Radio. We'll see you next time. Tom O'Hanlon's getting you home. He's in the BPS Traffic Center.
Hanlon from the BPS Lawyers Traffic Center. This traffic report is brought to you by Columbia Implant Center in Manchester. 84 westbound, doing a bit better on the westbound side. Crossing the river, we're looking so much better than just a little while ago. If you're going...
No.
Now, Founders Bridge still has that...
Y'all have a great weekend.
Hartford, so 84 is a better choice. If you're going eastbound on...
Yes.